That's not Ren. There it
Ren
is.
is now a beefy boy. Confirmed.
Honestly, the superior character.
The character is so fun, man.
That
Bring
one
back
didn't need
Nacho.
growth.
That one was developed. Wow, bro, you're looking rather developed today.
If Riley's doing the thing, I guess he has to be done eating his fucking dessert that he waited until we were starting to eat.
Ooh, got him.
Ooh, there we go.
Remember the one time I did that and didn't use it?
That's sad.
It was like a fucking talking session. I
I
intentionally
think,
failed
I'm
those checks.
gonna start rolling a d8 and just having it assigned that way, just for the fun of it.
Ooh.
Do it.
Wait, what number is who?
What?
Yeah, fuck.
You could just
in
decide.
Order, if it's 1, I do it. But
Oh.
then in the order I see it, so it'd be 2 is Evan, 3 is Ryan, 4 is Ivy, 5 is Parker, 6 is Zach, 7 is Theo,
Do it. Do it. Do it.
and
No.
Yeah, just do it.
I don't
Just do
wanna
it.
Not today.
Test our knowledge.
well, it's a 1, so that would be me.
Oh, get fucked.
We're in the
Huzzah.
clear.
But then he gets the inspiration for his bad guys.
Oh.
Wait, yeah, that's unfair. Well, it's fair, and that's the problem.
I guess I'll do it here. Last we left off, I believe we started with meeting the Order of Phantoms in the Trickster Court, where this man who was Ballas but actually called something else, which is in here somewhere. Who is Voramuk.
Remember that?
But anyway, that guy asked Nokomis, who you all found out was the real name of Morgan and saw his real form, that to stay and to help with a war on 2 fronts from within the Fey realm, to take over the place of a prince and try to influence the queens to work together. Morgan agreed, which absolutely threw me off my game,
Get fucked.
and I have not certainly been scrambling ever since. But you all then left. You talked amongst each other a little bit back at Eb's place, made some items and whatnot, talked to the queen a little bit, and then you were like, all right, we're gonna go hunt this dude. And then she was like, yeah, word, I'm gonna send you to the dude. And you got sent to the dude, and then you found a baby dude, and the dude was like, rawr, and then the big dude was like, haha, rawr. And then, so now you're in the middle of doing that. Oh, you brought Alexandrite with you,
Yep.
in place of Morgan. And we find ourselves mid-fight, mid-initiative. And with that, we are at the top of initiative with Kinfath.
Oh, sick. The legs are fucked, right?
Legs are fucked.
Okay, well, I gotta move first and foremost, so.
See that?
And in summary as well of the fight, it is currently north of most of you.
What's our
beyond
order?
this bounce of your screen.
Ish.
Kinfath, Kaelinor, Vesper, Umberhulk, Maeve, Alex, Ren, Ebb.
Okay, Foster, so if I bonus action dash, I get 10 feet of movement in the new scene, if you could move me over.
You get 10 feet into the new one?
Yes.
Gotcha. Gotta remember how to do this real quick. You go. You fuck. You go.
Bonus action
here.
dash is so nice. Is it too late to
that
take
work?
my rogue level?
And then you'd be like, right here. Can you see that?
Yes. Yes, I can.
Excellent.
Cool.
Okay.
Then,
So, bonus action sprint as fuck.
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and throw my Rock of Improbable Events at this,
Word.
because I don't have ranged options
It's a
otherwise.
good choice.
I'm rolling to hit. It's a nat 1. Beautiful.
Un momento.
Oh no. Ooh.
You gotta. It's a complicated ass description to this thing. So give me a second to.
If I
still
remember
don't know what it
correctly,
does.
1 was you, so I do think it does hit.
Okay. See. Mm-hmm.
Is this
The
the
music stops and you're transported to the astral plane where you hear a voice.
Sorry. Every time
Is
I
this
click on
this-
anything else.
Is this the soundtrack from the Droid Factory in Star Wars Episode 2?
I can't guarantee you it's original music by Pocket Bard, but it does sound like that. Yeah, against. Yeah, okay. This happens. Wow, alright. You throw this rock. The rock flies forward, bounces off this stump, skips twice across the water, bounces off of that stump, and comes back and hits this man in the back for 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
What the fuck? Okay, I'll take it.
That's
Sick.
good work.
I'll
Armor
like-
class is 0.
I'm gonna be like, yes, and then that'll be my turn.
Fantastic. Up next is Kaelinor.
Do it.
Foster, quick question.
Yes.
Is that rock built as a wild magic rock? For all intents and purposes?
No, not exactly, but it's basically as complicated.
Okay, I didn't know if it was like true random.
Wild rock.
Sorry, Evan.
Okay. First things first, I'm gonna do something really
On the
stupid.
list.
As a free action, I'm going to
Cry.
unsummon. I mean, it's not. I wish. It's dispel, I guess, the rod, which is currently my armor. So I'm gonna
Okay.
like basically pull my hand up, and like my armor is just gonna go to that like mercury metal, and pull up to my hand where it turns into a rod. Then a bonus action, turn it into actually, question real quick.
Mhm.
Approximately estimate how far around what's the circumference of this thing's neck? Guessing ballpark.
Uh,
How big is it?
wide, for
What's its
sure.
collar
Yeah.
size?
Why
Yeah,
like
exactly.
me?
Around its neck area,
Hmm.
well, it takes up 3 boxes, and this is based on the head
Mhm.
portion there. It's probably for the sake of this, I'm gonna say it's 5 feet wide.
Damn,
5 feet wide.
that's fucking huge.
That is pretty fucking huge. I'm going to make a length of chain in a little spool that is about, I'm gonna say 60 feet long. And I'm gonna do that by hold the staff above my head, spin it, and it's gonna like turn into like a hurricane of that chromey metal, form into the chain, and kind of just slide down my arm, and I'm like holding it over my shoulder.
Sick.
This is the coolest fucking magic item ever, and my brain cannot stop thinking of ways to do it. Use it. It is so cool. Then, that being my bonus action, I'm going to turn to Vesper, and I'm going to say, I'm about to teleport onto the back of this monster. Do you want to join me, or
Where
should I
did
just go?
you get the chain?
It's complicated.
Okay.
Where do you
Bow
get that
stretching
piano?
sounds.
Are you coming?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't have
Okay,
counterspell. You can tell me.
I mean, it's a willing creature. I don't have to take you.
I'm willing, whether it's good or bad.
I'm gonna dimension Doris onto the back of the Umbro, roughly like on its shoulders, like kind of like right on its backside.
All right. Put you two down here. And put
Kinfeth throws up.
Yeah, it's so true.
We're here.
And then bop, 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 bop.
Now it's just me and Rand on the old map hanging out.
On the map.
These two. On the shoulder and on the other shoulder.
Oh
Perfect.
yeah. I'm on the elbow.
Good enough. Incredible. Does Dimension Door is not the one that explodes upon where you land, right?
No,
It can
that is
be.
Thunderstep.
Right. And that's where you actually leave from, not where you land.
Yeah, it explodes
Okay.
up where you leave from.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's like a smoke bomb and you disappear, except for it's a real bomb.
Okay, fantastic. Kaelin and Vesper just fucking blip through magical space and land on top of this monster. It fucking yells out and like it starts trying to like figure out what the hell is on it, but it can't do anything about you right now. Anything else on your turn?
I have some movement, but I don't think I want to walk anywhere right now, so I'm good.
All right. Up next is Vesper. Now on the back of this guy.
I would like to use my movement to voluntarily roll backwards and fall off of this thing.
Okay.
Immediately upon landing, since I'm on the elbow, I grab the arm and miss and fall to the ground.
It is about 30 feet tall, so you'll take a little bit of fall damage.
That's.
doing that.
I think that makes sense, all things
Could
considered.
Could I reaction Featherfall?
What? Don't waste your
Is that a
spell slot
reaction?
on my dumb ass.
Why not?
You already casted a spell?
Oh, that's true.
Oh, that's true. I hate that.
I'm
about
good, I'm good.
reactions. Alright.
Take 70 points.
Also, my fall damage is reduced in general. I use d4s instead of d6s, so
Oh, well. Fuck it.
Good DM.
3 damage.
Sprain your ankle,
3
I don't care.
so you are going to take 6 points of falling damage, though, as you
Yeah.
hit into the grass there, into the dirt.
Easy. Then I rage.
Excellent.
Is
Should
this thing
rage first.
right? Is this thing actively moving still?
It has like kind of stopped in place and is squared up on people approaching it. But like it's not completely debilitated in its ability to move, if that's what you mean.
Okay. Can I fall out of its melee range? Or do I have to voluntarily leave that?
I think you'll have to voluntarily leave his melee range.
Okay, I do.
Okay.
I'm
which way
gonna
you
take off fucking running into the trees.
Okay.
Get
It's
on,
gonna
don't
take
fall
him-
off that thing!
It's gonna go ahead and take an opportunity attack here.
It will try.
It sure will. Where did I close the fucking? I'm
That doesn't hit.
The best DM to ever exist.
autistic. I'm autistic. Yeah.
My statement is still true.
Not mutually exclusive, I suppose. And that one. Okay. Yes, going to make a claw attack. 18. Does 18 hit you?
Yes, definitely.
In which case, you take that one.
This does sound like Star Wars.
You take 17 points of slashing damage as it comes down with this big ass claw.
Hell yeah.
Jesus.
And then you are free to take the rest of your turn.
I drop to the ground off of this thing immediately after landing with you, and then from your perspective, Kaelinor, you hear rustling, and then Vesper just goes flying into the woods from this claw, and I'm gonna stand up and fire some arrows at this motherfucker.
Excellent.
From this one. This is my bow. A 1 is a 13, but I don't think that hits still.
It does not.
And then 19. Do I have any cool arrows?
19 does it.
Not that one. Not that one. That'll kill Kaelinor. Okay, it's just gonna be an arrow.
Okay.
It would have been cool though. I marked this thing, no?
Yeah, probably.
I think
don't see why you
so.
wouldn't have.
So, if I didn't, I will. I can do it again. Yeah, I did. So an extra D4 on top of it. 15. Piercing damage. Ooh, good question. Can you remind me of the conditions and what we had been focusing before this thing started running away?
Both legs have been broken.
Okay.
Your other options are arms, which have, or its claws, if you will, which at this point have not taken any damage. Its mandibles have taken, I think, 1 hit. Its eyes have taken some significant damage, and its carapace has taken a decent chunk as well.
Let's go for eyes.
Okay.
I'll try to hit the eye. Are they one or are they separate? One unit.
They are separate. They're kind of goat-looking, slit eyes, but they're
Left.
separate. Well,
It's
I'm
left.
sorry. As far as a health bar, they are 1.
Oh, okay. Cool. Then it doesn't matter, but left eye anyway. Then bonus action. I think I have the spell slots to. That's not helping. Oh. I have a spiritual weapon way the fuck back there now.
Oh yeah, there's
I'm
a
just.
while back there.
I'm gonna have dropped that the second we teleported, if that's okay.
Okay.
Another one.
Right. In its place, I'll summon a healing spirit dragon though, on top of me.
Fantastic.
You should summon the dragon on my dragon, and then there'd be 2 dragons.
True.
There'd be a dragon riding
You
a
should
dragon.
make them kiss.
Mega goose.
And then
Where the fuck?
Why doesn't this one add my stuff to it, dude?
What is it?
So
a dragon.
my healing spirit has a different bonus to it rather than my other stuff. I'll make sure this is right in a second, but I'll roll the die before so we can move on. It's this one. 8. I don't know if it's adding my life cleric bonus yet, like some of the other stuff is. So it's at least 8 that I'll heal from that, which is something. Then I don't want to look at its eyes. So I guess, do I need to move now or do I need to move on its turn, or how does that work again?
I would say it. Rules is written. This thing has 360 degrees of vision, but I don't think that makes any sense. But I think in the 180 degrees it is looking forward, and you were on its back, got off, and ran away. It cannot currently see you.
Okay, sick.
Did I have to make a check for looking at it?
Yeah, technically. Well, hold on.
Would it have turned to hit me?
It's facing up, right?
Well, it ran away and then like squared up as you guys all like came here. So if
Oh,
it,
so
if
it's
it was
facing down?
Would it have
Yeah,
turned to hit
Facing
me?
us.
it's facing the majority of the group down.
I'm assuming it did like a.
I will
Yeah.
here. Technically,
Oh.
you should have.
Then let me do it.
Okay. I believe it's a. Hold on. What's the fucking this?
Constitution? Wisdom,
It is
hopefully?
a charisma saving throw.
Fuck you.
Whoa.
That's a 0.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Well, there's still a chance for you. Hold on.
Wow. Wow.
You're
There's not.
dead yet.
This would have happened before me anyway.
How long do I turn to stone?
You don't, but I will have to take away your stone damage, unfortunately.
That's a shame.
As at the beginning of as you get into range and see it, well, so here's the other thing. You can have chosen to close your eyes and do your throwing with disadvantage.
No.
Okay.
I mean, he rolled a 1 anyway.
And as you do, its eyes look at you, and it's almost like you can hear its gaze in your mind, and the world around you just starts warping and distorting, and you are unable to act any further on that turn.
Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna play my turn as though I run up into this space. I'm gonna pull out my stone. I'm gonna, I got this guy, and then I'm just gonna drop the stone. And, like,
As the stone hits the ground, you feel it thud into your pocket.
oh, cool.
That shit is cursed as hell.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
I have already been hit by it.
So then, Kaylin or Vesper, Reed, did you have anything left on your turn?
I don't think so.
Okay. Which brings us to the Ember Hulk. It's gonna try to get the guy off of him. So we'll make it's gonna make 1 claw attack, and then he's gonna make a grapple attack after that, I think.
Scary.
So let's see. I should put this over here so I can see everybody.
Easy, get off my desk.
16.
Miss.
Okay. Second, this is going to be a grapple check, so you can oppose with your athletics or acrobatics, I believe.
I'm gonna do acrobatics, and I get advantage on acrobatics checks with blade song.
Incredible. Let me roll what I'm. Are you ready to click it?
Nope.
Okay, let me see what you're going against here. You need to beat a 21.
Whew.
Guidance.
19.
Is that a strength or a constitution? It's a strength, right?
Strength. Or in his case, he can combat it with dexterity, acrobatics, I believe, right? Or no, acrobatics is strength.
Nope,
Am I wrong? Wait,
acrobatics is dex.
it's dex. Okay, yeah.
Because he still has disadvantage on con saves.
The Hulk does?
Yes, from Hex.
Okay. Good to remember for sure. Okay, so yep, it grabs you, pulls you off its back in front of you, and then it's gonna make its third attack, which is a mandible attack. It's gonna just straight up bite you, like a fucking apple.
Jesus
Great.
Christ.
Nom nom.
Please miss. That's terrifying.
It might. It's a 17.
Miss.
Holy
It,
shit.
it is just so thrown off by fucking you still being there that it just pulls you out and just goes and is confused.
Easy.
Which means that's gonna be its turn. And that brings us to Maeve.
Okay. I had a defile ground circle, right? I think
You did.
when my last turn I ran and then I moved it halfway. Am I able to move it the rest of the way now?
You can move it further. How far can you move it?
I always forget. Let me make sure. I think it's... I'm not gonna say until I know.
130 feet.
I don't think it's all that far.
Oh, 30 feet, yeah.
Okay. It
No, far
spends
as it
another
can.
30 feet moving closer. It's still unfortunately on the previous map,
far
but it
away.
does happen.
That's how
It's
spiritual
pretty much right
weapon
on
is.
the edge
Wow.
of that map.
What? Yeah, it's fine. I'll wait for it. Then I will run up there. Can I just be like looking down at the ground and not at this guy's face?
Yes, you can, but you will make rolls to hit with disadvantage.
Ooh, I have advantage on them from the fancy cape.
Then you will
So
roll them
just
flat.
regular roll. Okay,
Mhm.
that's better.
Busted.
then. That's fine, I guess. Where am I? Okay, first slash, and these are also actually +5. I just like fucked it up, so it says
Okay.
+4, but they're +5. Not really great. Either
That one
way.
does not hit.
Bummer.
Jump.
Team.
Hold on. That does it.
Yay! And I get an extra 1d6 from the fancy cape. Really? I hate my life. Okay.
5 on a 1 is still.
Relatable, dude.
5. Let's go.
Okay. 10 total damage. And what part of it are you attacking?
The feet. The leg.
Both of its feet are broken currently.
Oh
Let's
yeah.
figure something out.
The what is it? The carapace, is that left still?
Punch him
Yes.
in the nuts.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
This is a mother, but you could if
Oh.
you wanted to try.
Still.
Punch her in the nuts.
Yeah.
Her-
Grab his dick and twist it.
Oh my god. The dick twister. Oh my god.
Fantastic. For 10 damage, anything else you can do on your turn?
No, that is all.
Okay. Alexandrite,
Yes. 'Tis I. How far away am I from this big thing?
you are currently 30 plus. Which one are you? This one?
The pretty princess looking one.
Yes. You're only 65 feet away.
Yes. I will.
Only 65 feet away.
I will
For a
sidestep.
longbow user.
I will sidestep 2 steps to the left.
It's true. I could have hit it from where we were, dude. I wanted to go.
It's alright, the 21 damage was worth it.
And then I guess I'm just gonna launch some attacks at it. Ooh, I
Word.
get 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Alright. This is my first one. 17.
That'll
Forgot I,
hit.
forgot I changed my dice. It made noises. It scared me. And the damage is 5. Would this be considered sneak attack since I am far away?
There is a ally within 5 feet.
Yeah.
He's
Yes.
being held.
Does that
I
just
am within
blanket?
5 feet.
Or is that a subclass?
What?
Is the 5 feet for
That's
sneak attack?
in general.
Wow.
Yeah. If the
So good.
if the enemy is threatened by
Yeah.
an enemy of it, it doesn't even have to be your ally.
It's flanking for ranged, essentially. So you get
Correct.
advantage
Alright,
to get your thing.
and an
Yeah.
extra 4 damage. For
Wow,
that.
that
Nice,
is
dude.
rough.
It is. And
That's-
then my
it adds up.
second attack. I rolled a nat 1.
Let's go.
That one does not hit, unfortunately.
I'm just gonna hit a random tree because
It hits
I saw
Kaelinor.
Pretty bird fly by.
No.
And knocks him off.
Pretty bird flies by, and I'm like, oh, a bird.
So it's 9 damage. Where are you sending it?
I forget which is what.
Nice.
What have we hit?
Arm, mandible, eyes, or carapace. Eyes and carapace have the most damage total.
Can I even see his eyes? Its eyes?
From this direction, yeah, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna
Eyes.
do. I don't. Yeah. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna. Right
At the
here.
eyes? Gotcha.
Yeah.
You landed with a 10?
Just the first one.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck? Okay. Disregard.
Map.
Okay. Anything else on your turn?
I guess I could just stay here, or I could take like I'm just gonna stand next to this tree. And
Word.
be ready for another launch.
At
Okay.
the end of your turn, could you and Ren both
Oh, God.
make me perception checks, please?
Oh, fuck.
Uh-oh.
How does a 25 sound?
25 sounds pretty good. Could I
Better
get one
than
from Ren
24.
as well?
It's not letting me.
Ren's blind.
Perceive.
Well, so when I
And
click
deaf.
the skill, it's just
Might have to relaunch your page.
it's pulling up like a skills tab. Sorry, one sec.
What?
I can't roll it.
What's your
Wait,
bonus?
Roll it for him.
It's -1. I can't even roll a d20. What the fuck?
Do you have a physical D20?
Uh,
Eight.
There it
not,
goes. There it goes.
not prepared.
I rolled for him, but it was an 8.
Oh.
Close your whole tab.
Can you
mark.
see
Yeah.
the chat log?
No, I guess I've not been able to. I've just not been. I had some weird stuff with like authorization and signing in earlier, so I'm just gonna retry the whole shebang. So yeah, sure. 8 -1, 7.
No,
9
9
minus 1 to 8.
Got it. I can't see
Um,
it. No.
What's out there?
Tracks.
Alexandrite.
Oh god.
In this tree,
Oh fuck!
and these 3 trees,
God damn it!
you hear rustling. Turn around and with your pinpoint huntress eyes, see that there are 5 men, 1 in each of these tree, each of them with longbows cocked right at you.
Quick run.
Bonus action cry. I'm gonna run at Ren and go. Oh god, there's people behind us. Just gonna. I'm gonna go that way. There, I counted.
Okay.
I yelled that at him and run. They have. I'll be more specific. Oh god, there are bows and they're guys. The guys are pointing their bows. Run.
There are bows pointing guys at us.
Longbowing a 6'4" man at somebody would be insane.
Great arrows in Elden Ring.
Yeah.
It's literally-
Boom, twisted dude.
Sure, it'll be Nave's bestie.
These bad
You should
boys
go
are single
twice.
use because of the brain damage, but it's worth it.
New magic item, the quiver of Steve's.
Quiver of Steve would go hard, dude. Not gonna lie.
They're gonna.
I feel like as I'm doing that, I'm gonna be like those trees over there because I got the eyes of a huntress.
He points to the forest.
That tree, that tree. I think that bit. Yep, that tree.
Places map pings on all
There's
of them.
that. There's that dumbass right there.
Okay. So you see them. They are not immediately acting. So it is Ren.
Sick.
This is hard. I don't.
Sound
I
like POV.
actually don't know how to play.
Is the site just not working for you?
It's not working for me at all.
Do you have the app?
I'm about to have to. I don't know if it'll. I'll try.
I believe in the dream.
Yeah, you don't have like an overlay on that you're clicking that's just not responding to you.
I didn't even realize it wasn't working until that check. So, sorry, distracted the last minute. Alexandrite has just told me there are 5 archers in the tree line.
Yep.
Pointed at specifically like Alexandrite and I, or just us. Was that specified?
Specifically Alexandrite.
Okay. And the Umber Hulk is looking. I can't see because of the map break. Is it looking in my direction?
It is generally looking south. Yeah.
Oh boy. How far out are those archers?
You should be able to see them on your map now that they were pointed out by Alexandrite.
I just nuked everything I have.
One's 25, one's 35. You got a 50, a 60, and a 260. 3 of them can see you, and I think 2 of them go around the tree in order to see you.
The furthest ones would, like, if you have anything that has 60 feet of range, would be just beyond that because they're also elevated in trees, but the closer ones
yes.
are different.
Red's flying. He's in the air.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Right. That's why he didn't see them. He's over them.
duh.
Duh.
Saints for Jinx. There.
It'd actually be nasty work to just fly up to those archers in the trees and attack them with your fucking sword.
Ooga Just
That'd
pop
be
up in front of them.
awesome.
Just like,
Oh.
pop. Ooga booga.
Hey, don't do that anymore.
Go gadget. Wow.
I'm sorry, this is so clunky. I'm trying to look at if I have any AoE.
Your arms of the Hadar variety.
I do have the Hunger of Hadar spell.
That's what it is.
But I kind of want to hold on to that just to be able to break sightline with the Umber Hulk if I have to. Here's an idea. I will
Fireball.
what's the range on this?
Burn the forest down. Burn the forest down. Don't burn the forest down. Don't burn the forest down.
I don't have Fireball yet.
Fireball.
Dream about not burning the forest down. Dream about not burning the forest down.
Ruler.
That's the type of... Dreaming about not burning the forest down is the type of dream I would have to talk to my therapist about.
Smokey the Bear billboards be like, only you can dream about not burning the forest down.
Ren is gonna move 5 feet to his left, and without it's gonna be one fluid motion. Like Alexandrite's gonna call that out. He's gonna raise his sword, and as he calls out for Iris, casting Iris, he's gonna turn to cast it on these 3 in the line.
Hell yeah.
Slamming the sword down with a glow of radiant light.
I believe they need to make saves of some sort. What type is that?
It is a Constitution saving throw, DC 17.
17. All right. First guy in the line fails. Second guy passes.
Oh.
Third guy passes.
Oh.
But they all take damage, and the first guy is blinded.
Yes, it's. Could you roll me 2d8?
Yes. Would you like some physical die? I have some extras.
I'm hoping to figure this out. If I go a full turn cycle, I'll say something.
Damn.
9. Is that half damage for people who save?
It is half and no effect for saves.
Okay. So I'm gonna run that up to 5 for those 2,
Sick.
and then 9 for that guy, and he is blinded. Excellent. Anything else on your turn?
Yeah, and then I will. I'll shut down to Alexandrite and say rejoin the team. Please stay safe. And then I'll use 5. So that's actually 10, 15, 20, 25. And then as I get in melee range of this guy, I want to Misty Step directly into the middle of these 3.
Whoa.
Oh.
And as I appear, I'll say, I don't appreciate you snooping. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Oh god.
While you're up there, could you roll me another perception check?
Come on, be good this time. I believe in you.
No. I can't.
Do you mind if I roll it for you?
Please do. -1.
Okay.
No.
With advantage, if you don't mind, DM.
That is a nat 20.
Yay!
Is
There we go,
it?
baby.
With this nat 20, you can see all of them have like quivers over one shoulder and like arm guards on one, except for probably the one on the right of the ones that you passed. He looks like he's not as equipped for archery. But despite having all of that equipment on, their left shoulder blade is exposed in their armor, like a slit has been intentionally left here. And on it you see a mark that I have a picture of, if I can find it.
Mark
One
with a
moment.
what?
With a Q.
He lives.
Where's Norm when you
see?
need him?
You see, fucking.
Parker could have been Norm. I want everyone to
Yeah,
think
you
about
could have
this.
played Norm, bro.
True.
That's not a
Not the
good
Minotaur?
idea. You're
You're
correct.
wrong.
It could have been, but I disagree that would have been good.
Norm the scientist.
I would've killed
Norm, the
himself.
scientist.
I would have had him freak out and then be like, "Oh my God, Bert!" Ah, then kill himself.
I would have slapped
Wow.
Norm and then accidentally killed him
There it
because he's an
is.
NPC.
You see?
fucking
Nope,
crazy,
that's
guys.
aren't rating. Hold on.
Wake up,
Fucking-
Norm.
That's an info.
Breaks his neck.
You see that? That like a tattoo mark on their shoulder.
Ooh.
V.
I don't like.
My God, they work for Vector.
Oh no.
Squid launcher.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Anything else on your turn?
That's it.
Okay, Ebenezer, you are up, good sir. Also, where the fuck is your face, my guy? You better not still be eating ice cream, I swear
He's been
to God.
smacking down.
Oh, it
bowls of
melted
ice
by
cream
now.
This whole time. dude.
Just ruining it.
I'm eating a sandwich now, bro.
God.
Dude.
Brother,
What
eat
the
before, eat
What
before
the
D&D.
What the fuck?
What is this progression of meals? I'm eating dessert. Actually,
Ice
now I'm
cream
eating
sandwich.
a turkey and ham sandwich.
It's actually a BLT, thank you very much.
That's
What?
still a sandwich.
What the fuck? That doesn't.
Is this
What do you want to
Yes.
do on your turn, you fucking cuck?
Alright. I'm gonna
Finish my sandwich.
I'm gonna stay behind this tree. I'm gonna intentionally not be looking at it. I'm gonna summon my droney boy as my action, and the droney boy is gonna fly over and hit the thing. Hopefully.
I think I accidentally got rid of your droney boy. So you get this thing, because that's thematic, I guess.
Nice.
Controlled
Johnny
by
looks like a
those
dude.
views.
Terrifying.
And you can decide how far it moves.
Okay, an
There it
8
goes.
misses.
It does.
Freaking droney sucks butt. I'm just
son.
kidding, droney. Please don't laser me. Okay, then it's gonna be my dragon's turn. I'm gonna stay right in place, not do anything. Dragon's
Okay.
turn. Dragon's gonna fly behind it and make a couple rend attacks on its back.
It is going to need to make a charisma saving throw as it approaches.
Charisma is +2. A 9.
Okay, then I need another roll.
That's not good.
No, it's not.
Could be
Usually
good.
not. Oh, well.
Believe in yourself.
Okay, so this actually does matter.
No.
Is that still there? So when do you get within 30 feet? Was it here? Here?
He was right next to him, I thought.
It was
Or
like right
maybe
here.
in-
It was right here.
Right here.
Right here.
You put it back where it was.
Oh.
It was not right
Not
there.
true at all.
No, that's no. It was,
I'm positive. Move it down. Move it down. One.
Right
there.
That's where it was.
Yes.
okay. So it is moving to get. Okay, so from here, it's already within 30 feet. What is the range of your dragon on its attack?
The reach is 10 feet.
Oh.
Okay. In which case, your dragon is going to feel the same thing that Kinfath is feeling, but with this effect that was rolled on the die, it is going to make a rend attack on you.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Alright, well, I'm dead.
Not necessarily.
If you could, I hate to make you do this, but I don't have the dragon stat sheet. Could you roll for me against you?
Roll to hit yourself.
I'm gonna
please.
save you some time. It hits.
Am I gonna be rolling all 3 attacks?
Just
Or
one,
the one?
just a single attack.
Oh,
Thank
three.
God.
Jesus.
Okay. My attack spell modifier to hit.
It's more than your AC. Or it's equal to your AC. Yes, it
it's
is. It's equal
8.
to your AC. What? It should be 9.
It's 8, idiot.
Dumbass.
Don't you have
What are we
plus 5
talking about?
intelligence?
What?
Spell cast.
Alright, it hits.
Okay. And then just roll me some damage.
1d6 plus 5.
Jesus. 6 damage. 6 damage. 6 damage.
Uh, 9 damage.
Okay, 9 damage. A rend hits you. You will need a concentration check.
Which I
That's
have advantage of.
fucked.
It is gonna
Warcaster.
KO itself.
What do I have to? This is
10. You have to beat a 10 concentration saving throw.
I don't know how to give myself advantage, so I'm rolling 2 dice.
That'll work.
He's
12,
good.
Pog. Dragon Boy's up.
You didn't. What do you add to con?
-1.
Does
Me?
it? Okay. Yeah, you.
No. It's it's the same.
Mine's plus 1.
Okay, cool.
Why? Why do you ask?
Well, because that was rolling 2, but it didn't add your bonus, so I was just making sure, like, for future reference, what it would be.
Oh, okay. It is 10 then. Or is it 11?
You beat 10 for sure.
Okay.
And so that remains. Unfortunately, your dragon cannot make any other actions on its turn.
That's fine. It's fine.
Is there anything else that you can do on your turn that you want to do?
No, my turn ended. So
Okay.
I'm good. I'll cry out and be like, "Bad dragon!" and then be hurt. But then, yeah.
Word.
And then be hurt.
What is the radius on?
Like that noise.
Hey, math people, is radius half of a circle?
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
Cool.
R squared equals C.
Fucking
Nerd.
I didn't even think that was right, so fuck you guys.
I don't know if it is. But according to Ivy, it isn't.
get fucked.
I took personal finance and got a C, so
Yep,
Basically
that's
a
the same
math
thing.
wizard. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna get 3 longbow attacks, 2 of which made with disadvantage against the 21 AC are almost certainly not gonna hit, but let's see what happens on Ren here. Nope. That actually matches your AC. Then the other guy's gonna take his attacks. Nope.
Did they not say anything?
And that's the same. So, believe it or not, 2 16s on the dice plus 5. Hey.
Alright.
No, as a matter of fact, you don't see them say anything, but there are cockroaches crawling along their faces.
Ew.
What the?
What the fuck?
fuck?
The fuck?
They both pull up. Only each of them is going to hit one time for longbow damage.
At
Of-
disadvantage.
Fucking.
2.
They hit 16.
Oh, they
with
have disadvantage. I rolled both of their attacks, but I didn't roll both of them. Okay, hold on.
Ha,
I'm
ha.
starting over. I'm starting over.
What?
I help.
First attack, 2 die. Oh, hold on, let me get another die.
Foiled. It's gonna roll a crit, and I'm gonna feel really bad.
No, the counterpart to my character in a
Well,
storytelling
It'd
setting.
still be a disadvantage.
I can't be crit, so
Oh, fair. Never mind.
Okay. All right. First attack from first guy. That is a 20 of the higher, 15 plus 5. Which is wild that doesn't hit because those are both really good rolls. Second attack, significantly less, doesn't hit. Second guy, first attack, doesn't hit. Second attack, that one hits. I got a 19 and an 18 on the die, so I get one attack on you son of a bitch. Third guy's gonna make 2 attacks because he is outside of melee range, so that it'll be normal. Oh, not. And now I'm still rolling 2 dice. Fucking that one. Nope. Nope. Okay, so 1 out of 6 attacks. Hit
I
Ren
like those
here.
ads.
this is bullshit.
Must make
Rigged.
my character better.
For this is a page. This one. For a total of 9 points of damage. 9 points of piercing damage. And otherwise silently watch on those 3. The front 2 are, you see one of them is going to make 2 attacks at Alexandrite, and the other one is going to cast a spell here. The one who is not as ready for archery.
Would you
Yep.
consider me behind the tree with the spell guy?
Have cover.
I can tell you won't matter,
Oh,
but
I don't know what that means. And I don't like what that means.
it just means it's a spell that has an AoE, so it's going to hit you either way.
Oh.
Burn down the forest.
Okay, archer attacks. First one misses for sure. I don't know what Alex's AC is, but that's 16.
That I am a 15.
Okay, so one of those hit. 4.
I want a
Plus
reaction
4.
shield.
Do you have that?
Yeah, I do.
Wow, I had no idea. Wait, you're a fighter rogue. How do you have? Are you an arcane trickster?
I have something that gives me spells. I don't.
there are fighter classes with
Well,
spells.
you're an arcane
but
archer, so
yeah,
Yeah.
that'll do it.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, I have.
All right, yeah.
20
That one
easy
does
now.
not hit. Fucking shining visage of amethyst fucking appears. The gem, not the lady. It bounces away. The other guy. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
What is it? What is the spell effect?
What?
What do you
What-
get advantage on?
Yeah, I get advantage on being charmed.
It is not a charm spell.
Okay, is it gonna put me to sleep?
No.
Okay, good. Okay, I'm rolling.
It is a DC of 17.
Fuck.
It doesn't matter.
It rolled off a
Um,
fucking 19.
It's a huge bonus, though. Jeez.
You do hear this one speak. It is the only one that speaks. And he. What is his? Well, I guess he wouldn't say his name, but he just says basically, "We need to bring her to the man." And is gonna cast a spell, and you see flying out of his mouth is just a plague of cockroaches flying and swarming into that area. And you were going to take a lot of damage.
Gross.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, Shino from Naruto.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
You're going to take 41
Holy
points
shit!
of what type of damage is this?
Gross damage.
Gross damage.
Ooh, nasty.
Piercing damage. As just the claws and the wings of these things just swarm around you, just cutting you up. And that also will leave a area around you there. Circle. It's big.
Does it give me like half movement, or do I take damage while I'm moving in it?
You die.
Yes. All of that.
Oh well, I'm like slightly almost out of it. Unless this is he moved it.
Right there.
God damn it.
I'm super out of it.
Okay. And
Same. I don't even know what's there.
Yeah.
Major same. The world doesn't exist.
yeah, we're
So
okay.
true.
So that is them.
Bars.
Bringing us to baby still dipped the fuck out of there. So Kinfat.
Hey, quick question. Which one is blinded? One of them
Ebenezer.
was blinded.
Oh, the arrow guy
yes,
was
you're right.
blinded.
The arrow guy was blinded. Let's see if I'll re-roll that one that hit, and we'll see if that makes a difference here.
So then I can get rid of using my shield?
He rolled a 19 on that one, so it didn't.
Okay. Shielded I am still. Till my turn.
Indeed. Kinfath, you're up.
What the fuck happens at the start of my turn if I'm?
At the start of your turn, within 30 feet, you can that effect goes away. You pull back into consciousness. The world revolves back to yourself, but you see these eyes again. You realize you have a split-second decision to make of whether or not to continue looking here.
Would it be metagaming if I turned around and saw the shit that's happening behind me?
I think you would probably have heard that swarm of bugs come out. It's like 10 feet away from you.
Did he have the perception to do that in fucked land?
That's
Actually,
more
let's
so my
see, 'cause
question.
You're close enough that. Nope. In fact, it is. The bugs stop the square before you. I will add a little bit of a circle down there, but it is like literally right next to you. You definitely see that.
Oh.
Come up to like, we'll call it there. That's normal, but
That's a really uncomfortable amount of space. Can I see through it, or is it like a cloud?
it is.
Cockroaches.
It's a big old cloud of cockroaches. You can like occasionally, the light will get through it, but it would be not easy to see what's happening on the other side for sure.
That's gross. Okay. Well, I'm gonna turn around and be like, ah, and then I'm gonna shout out,
Sorry.
"Is everyone okay?" Hoping that Amethyst responds.
Amethyst ain't here, brother.
I'm
Sorry,
good, Kinfath.
The other gem person that's Alexandrite responds.
I just got hit with shit, so I'm like, I didn't hear what you said.
Is everyone okay?
No, I just got impaled by bugs.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna start running around this. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm gonna go, good luck! I think Alexandrite's getting fucked. And then I'm going to go back the other way.
Morgan's back?
If you could. Did I say Morgan?
No.
I meant Alexandrite. Okay,
No.
good. 10, 15, 25. I think I've moved 25. If you can move me to the other map, and I'll be at 30.
And technically, this shouldn't be this wide on this screen.
Oh.
So I'll give you like 10 feet back, and I'll move you down.
Oh, cool. Sick. So I've only moved 15 feet?
Yeah.
Sick.
Well, I'll give you 5 back because I'm
Sick.
looking at it now.
Okay.
You'll end up right here. And put you freaking right there.
Sick. Oh, I went the wrong way. Damn it.
Bum, bum, ba-dum, bam.
I still can't see through this gigantic fucking thing, can I?
No.
Damn it. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Can I see them?
It's a big old dome swarm up into the sky, filling the space.
He's on
Can
the
I
side
see them?
Oh, you can see them. Yes.
Wow,
Okay.
Ginthav's leaving me to die.
My brother in Christ, I'm not stepping in to take 45 damage, 41 damage. I hate to break it to you. Which one of these guys has a bow?
Of the two, the left one.
So this one does?
Yes.
Does the one without, do either of them react to seeing me run around the corner?
You would see them see you.
Okay.
But they're not like readying any action or anything.
Am I allowed to talk again? I kind of already talked.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to say, Ren, are these guys bad?
Totally.
Okay, sick. I'm going to use my dash action. 5, 10, 15.
I might even add
Dash bonus
that one
action.
over there looks like the leader.
Perfect. What did I say? I was
Perfect.
You think you're at 15.
Yeah.
15, 20, 25, 30, 30. And then I'm going to punch the leader.
These guys are in trees, so you still have a little bit of climbing to get up to.
Are they more than 10 feet up if I move directly next to the tree?
Yes. These
Can
trees
I-
are larger than 10 feet. In fact, that'd be a quite short tree if that was the tree they were in. It would
Okay,
not
well,
be a good position for an archer.
Then I still have 10 feet, and I'd like to climb up high enough that my 10-foot range as a bugbear will hit them.
What do you have innate climb speed? Because if not, it'll be difficult terrain, I believe.
Doesn't he run on walls?
I can run on walls.
True.
That's true. You start running up this fucking tree.
He's like, fuck, you're killing me.
Sick.
I did
punch
imagine
him.
these trees as being like fucking 60 feet tall, like still dwarfing this Umber Hulk, but I don't want to make that all complicated. So yeah, you reach up high enough to punch him.
Sick. I'm gonna punch him twice.
You should have just pulled him off and dropped him.
Grapple.
Sorry, my phone is off. What was it?
Oh, I haven't done it yet.
Okay.
37.
God damn it. It was 14 for the first one.
14 does hit this guy.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah,
What
it
a
sucks.
bitch.
Okay. I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna do this second hit, but then so I have the fighting style of unarmed fighting, and it says you make a melee attack that involves using your body to deal one of the following effects: damage, grapple, or shove. So can I do damage on one of them and then try and shove on the second attack to push him out of the tree?
You can try, yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna do that. That definitely hits. I'm gonna try and shove him on the second one, I guess. So here's the damage for the first one. Not great. So 10 damage.
Okay.
That's good.
Hurt.
And,
Double digits.
And then
Constitution check.
Yeah, concentration if it needs to, and then it has to succeed on a strength or dexterity saving throw it chooses with 14 no 12 DC, which kind of sucks.
Saves on the concentration, and then what's the
12
12 DC of what?
strength or dex.
Strength or wow. Spellcaster, but let's see. Fails, so it's going to fall from this tree.
Sick.
Because I made the tree short, though, it unfortunately is not going to take that much falling damage.
How tall is the tree? Because I took a fuck ton.
You fell off the guy who was 30 feet tall.
Okay. How tall is the tree?
It's 30
Now-
feet tall.
Easy.
Now, Foster, before you roll this damage, in the way of adding inspiration to a dice roll,
Foster, your
can I
stream did.
pull your stream did end?
Oh, what? Weird.
Oh, we're all fucked out of place.
While
now.
he's getting that set back up, am I allowed to over the table pull the party real quick?
You can say whatever you want to say.
I don't love that,
Okay,
but
then I won't.
Pull the party? What do you mean?
It's just poll, P-O-L-L. I think
poll.
instead of shoving, because it's the same DC, I'm actually going to grapple this guy with the goal of both of us falling together onto the ground and him being grappled.
I approve.
Do you land on top of him?
I
What's
feel
happening?
like
I'll take the damage, but it's the same strength or dex, same difficulty.
I feel
I
like
just
this
wanna-
decision was made after you found out that he wasn't going to take that much damage.
It was not.
But-
It was not. It was not. It was because for shove, I can either push it 5 feet or cause it to be prone, and I would rather have it be grappled than pushed or prone.
Okay, so it's a grapple check.
Well, it's still the same check, still the same DC,
Okay,
but now it's grappled.
gotcha. And okay, so now it is grappled. What are you doing with that?
Trying to knock us both to the ground.
You are almost certainly out of movement because I definitely gave you like extra movement to get up this tree.
Well, that's okay.
But I will say you can have him held for when your next turn occurs. You can jump out of the tree.
Okay, that's all right with me.
Nice.
Theo's just like, yeah, I know I'm breaking the game. Thank you.
Kaelanor.
Okay. I would like to Misty step out of this thing's grass back onto its back. Cursing and elf.
Sick.
And then
I think you have kin on the other side of the world, Kaelanor.
Yeah, probably. And I would like to. I don't know what there should be action economy wise. So here's my plan. Like to take the chain that I have, take a sizable chunk of it enough, swing it around to, and like I don't know how to describe this. Like get it spinning and then like swing it at it so that it like chunk of the
Lasso
chain.
style.
Yeah, but leaving myself like about 30 feet of chain loose on the other end.
Okay, you want to essentially create reins around this thing's neck with your chain? Is that what's happening?
You kinda, yeah.
Slash a giant garrote.
Yeah. Something like that.
Okay.
Gross.
I'm sure there's a check or something involved in that.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. We'll do this as a roll to hit, I suppose, and
Just,
you can
like,
do that with
off my sword?
advantage. Probably, yeah. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Yeah.
Technically, when turned into a weapon, the rod is considered a +2 magical weapon that I'm proficient with. So, could use that. It's not technically a weapon. You said with advantage though?
Gee, did I say that? What I meant?
I started to say it, then I decided to not complete my sentence because
Oh. Just tell me.
Yeah.
Yes?
Make it with advantage.
Okay. I'll take it. That is 15. That's fucking ass.
15 unfortunately does not hit. So I will say what happens here is you throw this thing around and it does like wrap around a bit, but I assume the end you wanted to come back to your hand is dangling beneath the ground. It is not fully taut around him. So it goes around a couple times, but then falls down out of your reach on the other side of this monster's face.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm not sure I'm
So-
following.
Well, hold on, that's gonna spill everywhere if I do that. Hold on. Here's a candle for a demonstration. If you're here, you throw it and it goes womp womp, but then it like falls down here and it's kind of loose at the end, so it's not like choking him necessarily at this point without being pulled tight, but it is around.
It is around.
Yes,
If
it,
only
it
there
goes
was,
around a couple times, but then it's kind of loose and the other end of the chain is hanging down.
Towards
if
the
I-
heavy bear.
Do you do that? Well, yeah.
Is that I'm assuming an action?
Yeah, that makes sense to be an action, I would say.
Object interaction. No, well, I mean that's all I got then, I suppose. Could I take the end that I have in my hand still and like just kind of like mountain climber, like shimmied a few steps down his back so that I'm like on like the part of his back that you can't ever quite reach to scratch, in hopes that
Sure.
that makes it more difficult for him to try and knock me off.
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome.
Fantastic. So I'm just hanging there,
Okay.
and that'll be my
Um,
turn.
Vesper.
Did you take any damage, Kaelinor?
Nope. The one attack that hit me was a grapple. The other two missed.
That's phenomenal. I suppose I'm just gonna hit this thing again. Yeah. Well, how do we understand that these eyes are doing weird shit? Like, does it appear to be following certain people and aware of its surroundings visually?
The Umber Hulk
Yeah.
itself? Yeah, like it can see and it's like trying to look at as many people as it can,
Mhm.
seemingly, but
And it's just like if it has eye contact with you, you get mind fucked.
yeah. And you would know that from Kaelin's research.
Right. Okay. I'll fire a handful of arrows at it again. With really cool bow. 27. Misses. Nice. And second one, 14, I think is too low.
Poser.
Cool.
Oh,
15.
Yeah.
It does this, yes. 15 plus the D4 is
That is some high damage.
17 piercing damage. Only
And what part of it?
one hit. I think were the eyes hit by anybody else?
Yes.
You
Big
were
pull.
I hit the eyes.
To quote Foster,
Uh-huh.
the eyes
Yes.
are heavily damaged.
Heavily
I
damaged.
would
You-
say at this point, in terms, they would be bloodied.
Then yeah, I'm gonna pierce them eyeballs.
All right. Right into the eye, and of course you hear.
Jesus fuck.
I wasn't ready.
I'm gonna scream back. And I'm gonna take a bonus action, the dragon boon thing. For 4
Bonus
damage.
action, the dragon boon thing.
So I will take 4 more damage. And stock up one of those, and then well, I technically started my turn in the same square as my spirit again.
Yeah.
So I will do that. Healing. I realized I rolled wrong last time, and I was supposed to roll this one for a level 3. So this is 12 healing from that.
What? You
Bump.
Close to full then, I bet.
Kind of. Missing 6 right now. If I didn't hurt
Incredible.
myself, I'd be mighty close. And it's still not looking at me, but I'm gonna avoid that in these bushes, in these bushels. That's it.
Word. Okay.
Actually,
What?
I can move my guy. No, that's a bonus action. Never mind. It's the dragon stays where it is.
Okay. Up next is the Umber Hulk, who is having taken by far the most consistent damage from Vesper, is going to turn around, but is going to move right here.
By
No one else
And
is
then I
here.
can fucking flip it. Flip. Fucking. Hold on. Got it?
This is funny on my screen because there's no Umber Hulk.
Yeah.
With
Same.
Eleanor here-ish, probably. But it's going to stay in range of Maeve, and because it cannot really get to Vesper with its currently broken legs, it's just going to attack Maeve, but be looking at Vesper.
I am willing to accept these terms.
Oh, man.
Okay, so 2 claw attacks to start. It's a 12. I don't believe that hits you.
No.
Followed by a 14. I don't believe that hits you either.
Get fucked.
No.
So it's going to take its third attack, its mandible attack, which is going to be a crit, unfortunately.
It doesn't hit.
For an unfortunately high amount of damage.
Okay.
2,
No, it's too high.
1.
Yeah, okay.
2 damage, but it's blasted. Unfortunately high.
Fuck.
You're going to take 36 points of slashing damage. Just mandibles around Bear.
Oh my god.
No more bear.
Bear is down.
Ebenezer turns into a bear.
And that's all it can do on its turn. So it will end there. And Maeve, you're up again.
Great. Okay, well, I had a plan, but I don't anymore. So 1 second.
You can still turn into a bear, right? Bonus action?
It would take the whole turn.
Fuck.
So, I mean, like, I could. But, like. Hold on. I suppose I'll just cast Blight.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'll do. She'll say,
Great spell.
what the fuck? Cast.
I believe
I rolled
Constitution from me? From Umber Hulk?
Yeah. 16.
Real quick, because now this does matter. I took 9 piercing damage from the arrow, so my my concentration save is 10 plus, right?
A minimum of 10, so yeah.
Okay, I can roll now. Sorry. So, sweet. It still has Constitution disadvantage.
Okay.
I was gonna wait till my
Which
turn, but
means it gets a 7 and fails, taking
Let's go.
a lot of damage. Do you want to concentrate this damage on 1 point or split it evenly among multiple points?
We want the mandible to not be fucked up, right? So
Preferably.
I suppose we can just do carapace.
Okay.
We killed the eyes, right? That was the
Eyes are still good. Not looking
I-
great, but still up.
What does the carapace look like? Like,
Carapace
almost.
looks. It's showing signs of damage, but is okay.
and the eyes. Well, I can't
bloody.
really look at them. Oh.
They're fucked up.
Actually, let's just.
Can you touch the eyes though?
No. Well, it's not touch. I have 30 feet range.
All right, cool.
I think I can split it and it won't kill the mandibles, I think. I'll just give it to the
You
whole
could
guy.
do eyes and carapace if you wanted.
Oh, then I'll do that for sure, yeah.
Okay. Splitting. And up of. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good at math.
Fuck
You're
yeah,
going
brother.
crazy right
Brace
now.
your ears. You hear this thing roar out as it is blinded and its eyes are fucking disintegrated in their sockets.
Sick.
Sorry.
And it also takes some serious damage to its carapace.
Let's go.
Anything else on your turn?
Oh, can I move the circle 30 more feet?
You sure can. It
Hell
finally
yeah.
makes it
I
onto the
don't
screen.
think it'll be there yet, but you know,
It won't be on the. Well, let's see,
might
hold
as
on.
well.
It was right on the edge.
Oh,
So, yeah, circle goes right there. And it can. It's how big is the
so
radius?
it would have. I really would. Do you think I would remember? I think it's
Yeah.
10. I think it's 10.
Yeah,
But I will
it's
make sure
Then it goes right.
it is 10.
Oops.
Can I have moved that before? I didn't think it would reach. But
Yes, that's
I
fine.
would have tried. Okay, then I'll do a 1d4. Yippee!
cheating.
Yippee!
Let's go. 4.
Wahoo!
And reaction, little guy.
Reaction,
Little guy.
But I can't do that yet, right? Like hit with them. It says it acts after me in initiative, like on my turn. But
I mean, immediately ending your turn with him up, he would then attack.
Okay.
I
I've never
still
reacted
haven't
to
made a
myself.
sapling. Somebody remind me to do this.
Hey,
You
Foster.
get woodland face covered in colorful leaves and bark and green.
That
JPEG.
works. That's awesome. Where is the guy?
And that. Yeah.
Great Google.
True.
Are the Moogles googly?
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yes.
What are you saying to me right now? Oh yeah.
Fucking sapling crits this boy.
Let's go. Last time it didn't roll crit damage, even though it. So I gotta change it. That's whack. 10.
Jesus.
All right.
That's really
From a
unfortunate.
sapling.
Is that? I mean, for a max
Still,
of
I'll take
3
it.
ones.
Yeah.
a max of 20,
Yeah,
that's
but
a
look-
path. You know, we're not bad. Not bad.
That's great.
Yeah.
And
I'll
what
take
part of it is it hitting? You have the claws and the carapace left if you don't want to hit the mandibles.
The carapace.
Got it.
I don't think I could reach them.
Yeah. Okay, and then that was its turn, right? So that's the end of
Yeah.
what you've got, which brings us to Alex.
Alex is gonna bonus action second wind.
Understandable.
Mhm,
Fuck yeah.
mhm.
Oh,
Fires the
bitch!
fee.
7 healing. And then I have a question. I don't know if this would work, but I have a
Okay.
question. Can I Thunderwave?
Yes. What are you trying to accomplish?
You can, yes, but this thing can't be damaged. It doesn't have that health.
Doesn't? That sucks. It just says creatures. And
In
15
theory,
foot
you would
cube.
think, yeah, these are totally creatures, but for mechanics wise, it doesn't interact.
It is magic.
Some kind of
Magic.
magic. Well, that just ruins my thoughts. What I wanted to do. Okay. And I can't disengage this. I want to, but I can't.
You could.
Well,
It is
You could
an
do-
area spell. You could leave it if you want.
yeah, you
I
can just walk out of it.
I know,
I'd
but
say you should leave it.
Spell effects like that will either damage you at the start of your turn or when you end your turn there. So if it didn't damage you now, if you walk out of it, you're probably fine.
how much movement do I have? Okay,
Probably enough.
I'm gonna go the other way. Okay, oh.
It is also difficult terrain, so half.
Oof.
I'm gonna dash all the way over here.
Excellent.
Don't forget about action surge.
I do have that.
It's the best fucking ability.
And then
in the game.
Dude, it's
Do
so
I-
good.
Do I get 2 attacks with the action surge or just 1?
You get
It's
your
a
whole
full
action.
extra action to do whatever the fuck you want with it.
Okay, is Kinthaf technically in the way if I were to shoot at this?
He
Yeah.
is actively grappling him. I would say that gives this man half cover.
But sneak attack.
if
What?
you get around Kinfast.
It's true.
Worth it.
True.
Path is in the way of this guy. There's a tree in the way for this guy and this guy. I can kind of sneak in on this guy.
Action
Do I-
surge give you your movement back too, right?
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
Okay, how
I
much?
think if you try to arrow a guy through the edge of this storm, you're gonna do that at disadvantage as well.
I moved all my movement. I did all that. Do I have a health potion? I do not have a health potion. Can I eat a rock and heal myself?
No.
You have a berry?
Eat a rock.
I do not, because I don't think you gave me one.
Have we
Yeah,
slept
we-
since we got rid of Morgan?
I don't
Oh
think
yeah,
so.
we did. Yeah, we did.
Oh,
we
did we?
said we'd spend a day in town.
Oh yeah, then you definitely have a berry.
Okay, how much does that give me?
I think 4 flat.
Fucking 4 flat. Yeah, pretty sure.
Okay, well,
Pretty
I'm
good.
gonna eat one for one of my actions, and then
Action search for a good berry is such a compliment.
60 feet. How far away is all of
Yeah,
this?
if you eat that, that is your action.
But I have 2 attacks. Okay.
Yeah, but an attack isn't
2
half an
attacks is
action,
1
nor
action.
Eating a
Yeah.
good berry
half action.
is, in fact, an attack.
I would like to attack my own face with the good berry, please.
Alright.
Like a melee attack against my tongue.
I am out of the bullshit and into the fire. Okay.
Word.
And the flames.
Then anything else? You ate that as your action? Any bonus action?
No.
You
I'm
bonus
good.
action dashed, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
I just used so much of my shit.
Ren.
Sweet! That attack that hit me.
What?
Headset died. So the attack that hit me, it matched my AC at 21, right?
I believe so.
16 plus.
Because it wouldn't have hit, because I'm in woods.
I've had a sleep since then.
Huh?
Go ahead.
I'll mark it off as an oopsie on my part, but just for reference, because I'm in woods, I have +1 to my AC.
Oh
Isn't
yeah,
that cloak?
yeah. Forget about that.
I'll keep the 9 damage though.
All right.
You're welcome, DM.
I'll let that one sneak through.
Oh, by the way, fuck you.
I will use the free action on that very same cloak. You might have to look at that, bud. To cast blur on myself.
What?
Yeah.
Can I have one of those?
It's a free action.
I probably worded that poorly. The intent was that it doesn't cost a spell slot. I should fix that.
Should doesn't mean that it is. Therefore, you get blur.
You get it this time, but next time it's gonna be different.
I'll get you next time.
You have the same cloak, right?
Huh?
No.
Oh, okay.
So just pulling it from his ass, Ren will cast blur using no action from his cloak, and
Never
which
again.
which I think would drop my hex because I do believe this is taking up my concentration.
Yes.
And then I will. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm swinging a sword.
Yeah.
All right.
What else am I? What else am I doing here?
Fireball.
I will put my hex curse on the dude that sent out the big bug spell, the
Word.
seeming leader.
Active, the one grappled by Kinpath actively.
Yeah, so I'll just put my curse on him for now. But
Put it on strength and/or dex. Wait,
Huh?
that's not how that works. It's hex. Never mind.
oh no, this is a different one.
Yep, disregard what I said.
Working
And
on
then
it.
I will make some swings here. I will swing on
POV
the
19.
one on my left. I think that would be my left, but I pung
The
it.
one beneath you on the map.
Yeah, beneath me to the right. The one
Okay.
that's 5 feet below me.
Gotcha.
Swing to hit. T4.
That'll hit.
Yeah.
God damn.
And I need to make sure I roll the one-handed damage. For 10 damage.
14 damage. Go ahead.
Plus a
with...
divine smite, right? You have
No.
to. You're obligated. This guy's paladin wrong.
Go ahead and hit him again.
Yep. Nat 1.
Wow. I
This
said
is-
with confidence, hit him again, assuming it would hit, but it does not hit.
Yep.
This is why you got a divine smite every time.
Quick, second wind. I believe in you.
That's it. That's my whole economy. I even got a whole free act in there.
Well, yeah, they have disadvantage to hit you if they didn't already, so that's fucking sick. I believe that's what Blur does, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I need that.
Can they hit each other? Please?
So I guess flavoring this a little bit, so the cloak swells up. The swirling of leaves creates a mirror image, like rustling of leaves effect around me, makes it really hard to see me. And then he'll cast the curse on the head dude, and then he'll hit one attack with the second.
Word.
Sick. Ebenezer.
Oh yeah. At the end of your turn, make me one more perception check, please. Actually, you and Alex once again make me perception check. And Kinpath make me perception checks.
Yeah.
I'm never passing one of these.
21.
16.
21.
21.
I'm gonna need you to roll all of my perception rolls, Foster.
From your
Oh.
house. So,
I think I'm like 0 for 10. You're 1 for 1. So
again, I am unprepared with fucking
Fucking
here.
more?
So you get to be Ruby LaRue. You see just one. But Alex, you see in this little bush emerging towards you a woman with 2 blades, like scraping along the grass as she walks towards you.
Whoa.
What the fuck?
I just got out of this shit. Fuck.
We're getting third partied. This is bullshit.
Somebody help. I'm a poor little orphan girl.
Eb, it is your turn.
All right, I'm going
There's
to.
no way you're not done with your sandwich. It's been like half an hour.
That's
Turn
true.
your fucking camera on.
It's not plugged in, bro.
It's
oh my
like
God.
a 9
Oh my
foot
God. Man had 30 minutes to finish the sandwich and plug his camera in.
30 minutes.
My turn took a while. I feel bad.
You should. No hesitation, speed combat.
Bum,
All
bum,
hesitation.
Bum, bum, bum. Ah, there he
There he
is.
is. There's my hot man.
The geezer himself.
All right, what are you doing? You hot man.
What are you doing?
Quit seducing me and take your turn.
Ebenezer's gonna 360 no scope acid splash. He's gonna because he's
You can
ducking
scope.
kind of behind the trunk of this tree. He's gonna frickin' 360 no scope throw acid splash. I need a dexterity saving throw, please, of save DC of 16.
Word. It doesn't actually have very much to this. That is a 10.
Nice.
Get wrecked, idiot. It's going to take 7 damage, and I'll spread that amongst the pieces.
I think it's just carapace and mandibles now, right?
Arms, mandibles,
Oh.
carapace.
Arms.
And generally, you don't want the mandibles to be destroyed.
Droney is going to take a shot.
Knocking him back.
15?
Does not hit.
Frick. Alright, Dragon's gonna take his turn. Hear me out, Foster.
Is all this damage going to the carapace here? So what's happening?
I mean, I'm not going after the mandibles. I don't want to be. I don't want.
Okay, you can hit the arms too if you want. The claws.
What is? Where is the carapace?
The carapace is just its whole like body armor, like natural armor.
Okay, sick. Can I command my dragon to? I don't know. This doesn't seem like a stretch, but it does at the same time. Can I have my dragon close its eyes and just fly at it until it hits it?
The eyes are broken.
And then.
Yes, eyes are broken. You no longer have to worry about that.
Oh, sick. Sorry, I completely missed that.
Ebenezer never had to worry about that.
True.
I'll have you know.
He's blind. You can't flip us off. You made him that way.
Honestly, I probably would not have made Ebenezer roll because it was his familiar that saw it. He never had to, but.
Alright, then I'm gonna do this the way I wanted to before, like a badass. My dragon's gonna fly up behind it and just start clawing at its back,
And
trying
kill
to like
Evan.
dig at its spine because it's freaking gnarly.
Well, it's a bug, so exoskeleton.
Gnarly as fuck.
Yeah, no
So
spine in
it
there.
can rend twice. So I'm gonna roll.
You can what? Me?
It can rend, you know that character in D&D.
Ren you twice.
It can rend twice. That's a lot. That's pretty fucking good.
That's true. 2 plus
I hear that's,
rend and
I hear
rend
that's
twice.
awesome.
Sorry, I had my calculator open. Okay, here we go.
2x Ren.
I pray for the day that
10 probably doesn't hit.
It does not.
2 Ren, 2 Furious.
That's gonna try again.
2 Ren, 2 Furious.
13? Frick, no way.
Does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay, can I, where the dragon is attempting to claw this beast
Grapple.
open, can I have it breathe fire without damaging people?
There's a lot of
If
people right
it's-
there.
It is definitely just a AoE cone of effect. It's like casting fireball and asking it not to damage the people in the room.
Wait, do you get advantage on your melee attacks then? Is that does flanking work on a summon?
I would say your drone is certainly flanking it. So if you want to re-roll those attacks, you can do so.
There's also
flanking it. I'm literally attached to its back.
And Maeve.
Yeah.
I thought you were on his shoulder.
Not anymore.
He got back on his back.
Go ahead and roll them flat one more time as your advantage.
Did you just rotate the monster? Or am I crazy?
I did that a while ago.
You're crazy.
Dude, you missed like 20 minutes somewhere in there.
This image was not like that before.
It has been for several turns.
I'm trying to use 2 computers because I'm cool like that.
The
I've
rest of
seen
us
a
do it
single
with
thing
2
happen all
monitors
episode.
plugged into the same computer.
15, that misses.
15 misses as well.
And bro, can I please get a? That's a nat 20, baby.
That's a nat 20, baby.
That's a nat 20,
Misses.
baby.
Okay.
Oh.
Man.
Okay. So
Give me some
That's-
damage.
that's 2 damage dice, right? Is that how crit works? It's been a
double
while.
double whatever the damage die is. Yeah.
I haven't
You
crit
can-
since.
You can right click
boom.
the damage die.
He has to roll it manually, I think.
It
Okay.
is weird. 1d6 plus 4.
So 2d6 plus 4 in this case. Here, everything okay, really?
Yes.
It's just
Sorry.
some bad news. That's what that was.
No, I'm trying to read, and reading is hard.
EXE is stopped working.
Okay,
Red
So,
ring of
2d6.
death, Ebenezer Geezer.
BRB.
big money. Ooh,
9
for
plus
18
4?
damage.
No. Why? Why
No?
18?
Because it's 1d6 plus 4 plus the spell level. So I rolled
What's the spell level?
2d6s. 5.
Okay, so that's wait
9 plus.
plus. No, yeah, no, you're right. That is 18. Yeah. Excellent. Following Ebenezer are these mysterious men in the woods
And the wood.
and a lady.
Wait, how's the dragon
Man.
look? How's the bug looking after 18 damage?
Bug is not looking great, to be honest with you. It's looking pretty roughed up.
Huh? That's right.
So we're gonna. We're gonna. What we're gonna do here is. Hold on. What is? Yes. Okay. So guys go first for. Oh my god, there's so much.
Eleanor, how do you feel fighting alongside Ebenezer's dragon? You feel like maybe
The guy currently being grappled is going to take notice of Ren's jetpack and be like, "Hey, what the fuck is this? Somebody get it."
You're asking me.
Hey, somebody grab that thing. We need that. And
Surprisingly chill right now. What the fuck?
so one of these guys is going to jump from the tree and try to grapple Ren.
surely his leg would catch on fire
So-
from being underneath the exhaust.
What?
What?
I
I
have
don't
no
know,
idea what Riley said.
I imagine this jetpack has some sort of fuel energy
It is
spilling out of it.
It's a anti-gravity jetpack, so it's just kind of
The bones break from anti-gravity
That's
technology.
so fucking cool.
If only that guy didn't suck.
So a strength, opposed strength, he got a 12. Or you can use acrobatics too if it's better for you.
Yes. Strength Dex.
He has to use strength, I believe, but
Let's go.
The
so
aggressor does. Yeah.
yeah. So with a failed grapple check, this man jumps at you, gets fucking just batted away, and falls down to the ground. It's gonna take some damage.
Now, question:
60 feet.
the movement was of his own volition. I get an opportunity attack, correct?
So the movement into your range was of his own volition. Falling is not, I don't think, technically of his own volition. In this
Bullshit.
sense.
Gravity.
He didn't get pushed. He jumped.
Yes, and he jumped to the place he wanted to be, and then the rest of it was against his will.
POV, man with a blowhorn telling him
don't
not to jump.
I would argue that against your intention is not against your will. He still decided to do that. It just didn't work out the way he wanted.
He takes falling damage
Look,
For
of
70 feet.
5 points of falling damage.
See, the reason this matters is because you're gonna do it 2 more times.
Hell yeah.
The other guy is gonna do it. The third
Yeah.
guy's not, but that guy is. The second guy.
All right.
He also fails.
What?
Fucking 2 guys jump at you. So it does. He rolled a 2. It does. You're gonna beat that. Fucking swatted. 2 guys fall to the ground.
He's correct.
This guy takes.
Rip the SWAT team, dude. Freaking rip.
That guy takes significantly more falling damage.
Hell yeah. 80.
1,000 damage.
He explodes.
And hits the ground. The last guy who's still in the air is going to try to bow attack you against a 22 AC. Has very little chance of hitting. Let's see what.
And disadvantage because of blur.
Fucking yeah.
Hey, don't worry, I won't shield.
I would hit
So
those.
okay. Here.
I shield for funsies.
Disadvantage.
He was so excited.
Yep, neither of them hit. Meaning that's all of them. This guy is gonna climb down the tree and then step right there, and that's all of his movement. But he is then going to try to shoot up at Kinfath, despite the half cover that Kinfath now has. If he misses, though, he is going to straight up hit his team.
You need to make another save for the blind from last turn, because I don't think we did that last turn, and he's had 1 full turn. So
Oh, no.
What? What?
That guy was blind.
that's the
true.
one that was blind from Iris.
Gotcha. And he can recover from blind,
Uh,
or he's
Eb
just
can.
blinded for a time.
He's going to see a real bright spot in the center of his vision for a little bit.
it's gonna be super annoying.
oh,
What is this?
I didn't know that's how we wrote Iris. It's Iris says it's concentration, which is
Oh.
news.
That doesn't
So
make any sense.
that's how
It
it's
shouldn't be.
done.
It
Yeah.
shouldn't be. I'll fix it.
Say,
Well, so it says up to concentration up to 1 minute. That's the only duration, and there's no resaves.
That's
the
blindness,
reason
then.
it would say that is because it was built from Sunbeam, and that's a concentration spell. But this version of one blast is not concentration.
Okay, I apologize. I'm reading way too fast. So the text says has blinded condition until the start of your next turn. He's no longer blinded.
So he's no longer blinded.
Yep. Sorry.
Okay. Gonna make 2 attacks. Hey, a rules lawyer. Is
low ground.
well, no, not that doesn't matter. But half cover, is that +3,
2.
+5, +2?
Plus
Okay.
2 AC, 3/4 covers 5.
Gotcha.
Oh, I have 2 AC for this?
You get 2 additional AC, and if he does not hit you, he's gonna hit his friend.
Okay, cool.
Ooh, yay.
Definitely hit his friend.
Sick.
Nice.
Second one is a 19.
I will deflect missiles that one if I could.
Well, if
It
you
also
see how
hits
much
his
damage
friend.
It does.
Can
Which
you deflect the
is
missile into your grapple man?
That would be sick if I could.
No.
It's gonna do a total of 12 piercing damage, so you can reduce that by 10, but it will still hit you for 2.
Get fucked, nerd. I reduced it by
No, 'cause
14.
you add a modifier to it too.
That's right. 1d10
Oh my
plus
God.
12.
Plus plus fucking 12?
Yeah.
Plus 12? Okay, then yeah, you fully caught the arrow.
Fuck it. I'm throwing it back at him. Spending a key point to throw it back at the dude.
All right,
Can I flavor it?
please do.
Okay, so he's gonna be like shooting up at
Barbecue.
us, and I'm gonna like see him doing it, and I'm gonna turn the guy into it so it hits him in the back, and then I'm gonna laugh as I'm turning around, see the second one, and like catch it, Loki style, but I'm just gonna throw it back at him one more
Hell
time
yeah.
and flip him off as I do.
Roll a hit.
Let me update my key points real quick.
Does
It's ranged attack as a monk weapon, so it's this. Fuck yeah, 18.
That'll hit.
Get fucking wrecked. Sorry, the dice is over my damage. 6 damage.
Heard.
DM, if you could give me a
Yeah.
Constitution saving throw to keep that cockroach storm up.
that's what I was gonna ask.
Yes, I also have to mark his damage, which was
Yeah, deflect missiles is crazy.
42. This one passes.
Damn it.
Right, so that guy went. Now the guy who is grappled,
Yes.
is going to. Ooh. I know what he could do. I know what
Uh-oh.
he would do.
Ah,
But am I an asshole?
yes.
Usually. In terms of D&D and being the bad guy, usually.
Is it Thunderstep?
No, but
That'd be funny.
That'd be.
It is now.
God
You can
damn it,
fucking Misty
guys.
Step.
Please, I'm on the receiving end of this. Shut the hell up. Please.
Self-destruct.
Hey, just gonna disappear while you're sitting sideways on a tree.
Look, we gotta take some licks, or otherwise it's gonna make it way harder next time. Take one for the team.
No, fuck. Someone else take it for the team. Are you kidding me right now?
I immediately jumped 30 feet off of something.
Exactly. He already took one for the team.
He is going to end his own concentration
Oh.
on this swarm and immediately recast it on top of where Alexandra is standing.
Oh,
This motherfucker.
Brutal!
it also hits the
Outside
blade lady
wants
then.
to commit seppuku.
He's gonna not hit her intentionally.
That's fucked.
I see the DM had an intention leaving this one.
Yeah.
Okay, that's probably about right.
Do you
Foster's
have
plan
a backup character
Right.
prepared?
Foster's
you
plan
kill
for
the
not
daughter, you're gonna
expecting
get
the
the
pivot
wrath of
is
God.
killing the backup character.
So I need you to make me another. I believe it's Constitution saving throw.
Thanks. I hate it.
Jesus.
How about a 18?
18 might. Yeah, I think it passes. Which just means you're gonna take half.
Half of
Still
40.
Still be a fuck ton.
You're a fighter. You can take one more half damage, probably.
Should have chose barbarian.
Rage doesn't save you from magical effects, I don't think.
Piercing.
Barbarian hit die though.
It's
or
piercing damage.
life.
It's true.
Life goes crazy. Are they the only D12?
Yes.
I think so.
That's awesome.
Okay, you're going to take 36 halved
It's not so bad.
to
Beto, beto,
18?
beto.
18. Thank you. And that's gonna be that guy's turn.
I got the red health beeping in my ear from Pokemon.
Following which, this
Hyper
lady's
potion,
gonna get
hyper
up
potion.
right on the edge of this.
It is the hyper potion. Ha.
She has 10 feet of range.
There you go, right there.
God damn it.
And she's gonna make a couple of weapon attacks also on Alexandria.
At
Wait,
disadvantage.
at disadvantage?
Because they can't see you.
Disadvantage.
It's difficult terrain. There's a bubble of shit.
That
you
is
couldn't
fair.
shoot through it.
I would have made you guys do it too, so that's fair.
Sick.
Let's see.
I'm trying, Parker.
It
You just got the steering wheel.
just killed me.
17 with disadvantage. It was a nat 20 and a 15.
Can't help you. Sorry.
Sad. Go ahead and kill me. It's fine.
Do you have shield again?
And
I do have shield, but I don't know if I can use it.
You should most certainly.
If you've
fucking
cast a
use it.
spell
Well,
already,
You
you
didn't
can.
use a spell.
Okay, I'm
Does
shielding.
shield help you?
Yeah,
Yes.
it makes me 20.
20? Okay. The second attack comes through. Fucking another nat 20 and a 16, so that's an 18, which
Does not hit.
that does not hit.
Wow.
Fucking 2 crits negated by shield here. By
Shield
disadvantage
will be-
here.
Whew.
Ah!
So chilling there, which leaves back to the top of the order of Kinfath.
Cool. So Foster, A, Monk is way more broken than I thought it was, and B, we technically should have fallen to the ground because while I can run on walls, I can run on the walls for the move, which means that after I grappled them, we would have fallen down. But I already twisted way too many rules in that to make the grapple happen, so that's why I haven't said anything and why I'm only bringing it up. That's not the broken part.
Oh no.
Can I pull us to the ground with my movement?
Yeah. Well, I think to move a creature, that still requires.
You
Fuck it,
can
you already want a
Can
grapple
you
check. Just
Drop
default.
him, and then from the top ropes.
when you have a creature grappled, you can move with them at half speed. I'm pretty sure.
We'll
Pile
go with
drive
that.
into the ground.
Cool.
Pile drive him into the ground.
This is the first time I've ever used this, but at the start of each of my turns, I can deal 1d4 bludgeoning damage to one creature grappled by me. So take 4 damage, if you don't mind.
The old
Oh.
nacho special. Oh, I've got flashbacks.
Okay.
Noogie
and then,
damage.
Concentration save. Fastest.
Is my
The
fist
rogue
considered?
barbarian.
Is my fist considered a melee weapon, Foster?
No, it is not.
The gauntlets, though, right?
The gauntlets are also not. Claws and teeth are. Those are natural weapons, but fists and gloves are not.
Damn it, that sucks. Where's my staff been? I haven't clarified, but where would my staff
I
be?
assume just like hanging on your back.
Okay, cool.
It's now up this guy's ass.
So if we fall to the ground, is he prone? How does that work? What would happen if you grapple someone to the ground?
Fucking, I don't know. The rules aren't built for this.
Uncharted territory, boys.
I would say you could, if you want to make him prone, you could by going also prone, but otherwise you're just like hugging this guy. So
Sick. Okay. Yeah, I will make him prone by also going prone then.
If you
that's
prone
the rule of the-
yourself, you can hit him melee at advantage while holding him.
Yes. So I'm gonna stand up to end prone while he's prone on the ground. And what's the rule for taking out and hitting with a weapon? What is the cost?
object interaction to take out.
Sick. I'm gonna take out my staff and hit him twice with my staff.
Okay.
That is a 16 and a 19.
Both hit.
Okay, I'm gonna spend a key point to do a stunning strike because now I'm using a melee weapon. So
Uh-huh.
please give me a Constitution saving throw DC 15.
Wait, were those with advantage?
Oh no.
I assume because he's
You
prone.
want to see if you crit?
Yes, please.
Jesus.
Oh, so close.
Very close on both.
Damn.
That's okay.
Okay. Both will hit. What am I rolling? Constitution?
Constitution DC 15. I'm gonna do it on both strikes because it just says when you hit with a melee attack.
Passes the first one. Fails the second one.
Sick. So now he's stunned, which means that where is it?
Does stun break concentration?
A stunned creature is incapacitated, can't move, and can only speak falteringly. The creature automatically fails strength and dex saving throws, and attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
Yes, so it does. It does do that.
Wukong CC chained.
Literally.
Okay.
So now
anything else you want to do? Anything?
Yeah, I will flurry of
course.
blows.
Right.
yeah.
Yes.
Duh, burning him in the back of the head. Just
Um,
imagining you like standing with your foot on his back, hitting
What
him in
was
the
your-
temple like.
You should roll damage first.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Thunk to the back of the head.
And to let go of my weapon, I already used my object interaction, right? So I can't let
Yes.
go.
Yeah.
That's a shame. Okay, then I'll.
You could just let
Yeah.
it sit there while you have it in your hand.
Well, that's what I would be asking.
You can flurry of blows with your offhand because it is technically
Yes.
a one-handed weapon, but
But I'm actually just gonna flavor it as stomping him a couple of times.
No, I like that better.
Oh my god.
yeah.
What the
Okay.
fuck?
Oh, that's deflect missiles. Ignore that. Ignore that. Ignore that. Ignore that. Okay, so here come the flurry of blows. I forgot to roll the first one with advantage. Thank God I have it. Do I have super advantage?
Hits.
Foster, if anything, this would be the time to use super advantage. I know I
No,
don't,
you don't.
but
Stunned and pinned to the
Yeah,
ground.
technically.
cool.
Yep, both hit.
Sick.
20.
10, 7. Now, Foster, I must ask.
Smite.
So, my fighting style, unarmed fighting, because I didn't have my weapon equipped at that time, and I dealt 1d4 bludgeoning damage. That's a melee attack, right?
That is, yeah, I'd say so.
So I hit him one time last time with my fist. I hit him one time with my fighting, and then I hit him 2 more times. So he has 4 stacks of poison, right?
I would say yes.
Cool. That's my turn.
Okay.
Fantastic turn. He's still alive, but he might as well not be.
He doesn't want to be.
The tick of poison just hits and he dies.
Fucking
you can-
So, not to follow that up with some bullshit, but
Keep the gravy train flowing.
excuse me. So, my plan is I would like to try to kind of like holding on to this chain, kind of like vault, jump off, back, kind of swing back, slide down on the chain a little bit, and come back forward, thunder waving him as I go between his legs.
Oh, that's sick.
Her.
So I'm
on.
sorry. So you wanna like belay off with the chain, go under his legs, and thunder wave him?
Yeah, I want to like jump up, get some distance, pull, swing down, and blast his legs forward after pulling his neck back.
Ooh.
To make him prone.
That's fucking sick as hell. Yeah. What am I doing? What do I roll?
So-
How are you fucking me now?
A con save for Thunderwave,
Okay.
which I'm going to be casting at 3rd level.
Okay. It's a
DC
15
17 DC, so
fails.
which would technically push him 10 or 15 feet. Where is
10.
Thunderwave?
10.
10?
Yeah.
10 feet.
Oh, wait.
And it's 5 D8 damage. Right? Yes.
Excellent. I assume that's going right to the carapace.
Yeah, sure. Or the legs,
Okay.
whichever. Well, the legs are broken, I guess. And then also, so this is the coolest part. I don't know what happens as a result of that. However, as I come swinging through, as I get to his legs and am thunder waving him, blasting through, I'm going to kind of I'm gonna unsummon. I don't know what to call it when I like release the rod from its form, but that pulling the rod
Dismiss.
back to me as no action. So the chain like turns to liquid metal. I come flying out at whatever fucking stupid speed I'm moving, and as I land, wherever the fuck I land,
Okay.
bonus action, I turn it back into my armor.
That's so fucking sick, and I hate it.
And it like follows me, like the liquid metal that is this chain, like just turns into liquid and like follows me like a waterbender, and pulls to me and then forms on my body as my armor.
Some fucking
Cool.
Transformers that shit.
Cool.
This item is so
Let them
cool.
back into a car. Fucking.
Oh.
Okay. So, with the
And then you-
failed concentration save, and you pulling its neck down, it definitely falls to its back as you swing under its legs, going
Fuck yes.
prone. And roll me a d20. Flat d20, if you will.
They have 20 seconds.
Ooh.
Shit.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
I just accidentally closed the tab with my character sheet on it. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry.
Oh, you died then.
I just pass out. Oh man. D20, just a flat D20.
Yes, please.
Mr. DM.
12.
Okay, you swing under this thing, you go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh my god.
You're gonna smash into that tree. You're gonna take a little. No, you know what? I'm gonna say no. You're gonna be able to stop.
Let me make an acrobatics check because I get
Yes,
advantage on
that.
those.
That is by all means fair.
Boom. Advantage acrobatics check. 17.
17. With a 17, as you see this fucking tree approaching, you slam your sword into it, fucking slowing yourself around the outside of the tree, spinning back to the other side as this armor comes and fucking collects itself on you.
Does the tree fall over?
Fucking awesome.
Please no.
Yeah, you fucking you slap the tree down and it falls in the process.
And kills Ebenezer.
The cost of the coolest thing I've ever done is Ebenezer's life, and I am
What did it
okay with
cost?
that.
Not much.
It was a sacrifice he was willing to make.
Oh. Fuck yeah.
Fucking that must be your whole turn, right?
That is all I got. Unfortunately.
Action surge.
Action surge.
Oh.
Vesper, you're up.
As this
No longer has
thing
eyes.
chained starts falling backwards, I'm gonna pull a sword out of a fucking pouch on the side of my hand and straight up fucking warlock ult a fireball to try to catch under the thing and slam it into the ground while it is flipping over.
Oh. Oh.
Just to literally make an explosion behind you as you're flying away.
Incredible. What does this mean for me?
This means you make a dexterity save from a upside down guy.
Yeah, okay, this is your fireball then?
Yeah.
Your okay, gotcha.
Nanite bomb.
Yeah.
Disadvantage on dex saves when you're prone, I believe.
I have the conditions page up for no reason.
It's a 12. What is it, 12?
Disadvantage on attack rolls.
Yes, that hits. Easy. Maeve, how close are you to this thing?
Whoops.
Oops.
Right on it.
Okay,
Like,
sorry.
I'm right there. Just chill.
Dexterity saving throw.
Oh yeah, you should make a dexterity save.
Shit.
And one
Certainly
for
it could be
for
dropped just short.
Decision has been made.
Oh.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Don't even
Full
fucking worry.
pass.
You only take fucking a lot still.
Okay.
Whatever the fuck that nuclear bomb was.
19.
Yeah, sorry.
And could you make a dex save for your sapling as well?
Oof.
Oh.
Oh, but it
yeah.
does take a d4 from you.
Wild grand, baby.
What? I don't have like
Does it have stats? Like a
Yes and no.
what is its dex?
No, it doesn't have it.
Doesn't it have
I don't
dex?
see any dex stat.
And then it fails its dex save. I hate to say.
Rip.
How much HP does it have actually?
I mean, you still roll a d20,
16.
right?
It does anyway. Even
Okay.
if it passes, it does. So.
Yep.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Also, it's a
Uh,
plant.
Ren would be over here in the trees going, "What the fuck?"
Droney also needs a dexterity saving throw.
No,
Ugh.
not Droney.
How high is Droney flying?
I think Droney just dies to the bomb. I don't know. Like,
I don't think he has. Yeah, he doesn't have enough
Even if-
health either. He
even
retreats.
if
Droney retreats in this moment.
And got an
Fine.
scrap metal.
Oh, sorry.
No,
wait, man.
that's brave.
But
One-
the dragon.
Extra damage.
But the dragon. It was attacking its back.
True.
Oh,
It has 10 feet of range.
Give me a
It has 10 feet
dexterity
of
saving throw from the dragon as well.
This is competing for the
I didn't
highest
ask how
damage
big the
fireball
forest
we get.
was. It might.
That is a 3. It isn't that one, but it's a 3.
It takes 39 points of fire damage.
this is.
Does that take it out or is it good?
No, it's still alive.
There we
Alright.
go.
Competing
Worth.
for the highest damage fireball, and most of it's allied.
Um, Then, like, taking the entire rest of the 6 seconds, the dragon is gonna slowly fly over to Maeve and like wrap around you, and you feel warmth. And I'll heal you back a little bit.
Because they didn't
Thanks.
just feel
Uh,
warm.
Yeah,
correct.
You feel more heat.
You feel a crispy 8 fucking horrible roll damage or heal.
I'll take it.
On top of you after that, and I think that's the last one. So it just flies straight toward you and is like, Oh, wait. I can also use my thingy. No, I'll save that. Yeah. Then I guess I'm gonna start fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna start walking this way. Down to the rest.
You know what? I appreciate this because I have not been able to do damage for a while.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Much better, but the fact that I can't see any of it.
I got you.
Can't see any of it.
Yeah.
That's. I've been thinking that about the conundrums about Alexandra trying to get out of the circle. And it's like talking about like it sounds so silly without being able to see it.
And we're like totally in eyesight. Like we can see this happening.
Right, yeah.
I can't.
Yep.
That's funny.
Oh.
Does the ground
Okay.
shake? Do we feel the ground shake?
Do we feel it
Does the
tremble?
ground
Yes,
tremble?
Ragil
Does it
walks
tremble?
up.
Ragil, you're here?
Are you done?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Cool. Oh, fucking! I didn't even mark this thing for damage. It failed.
It's a lot
39.
of damage.
39
Yeah,
fire
no,
damage.
Good.
The one.
With 39
30,
fire damage,
40
you see
damage.
this thing's carapace crack
40.
off, and you see this fleshy pink.
Ooh.
It's prone and its
underskeleton
crits exposed.
remaining. It is
Eat it, Maeve.
It's
still
it's
alive, but it is, on its last legs.
No, those are gone too.
technically on its back.
It is. I hate it here. It's its turn. So,
That was a good 3 turns in a row, guys.
it's gonna use half its movement speed, which at this point is only 20 total. But it doesn't need much to stand straight up. And then it's gonna fucking this is gone and this is gone. Gonna whack a dragon.
No. Not.
Would you rather
Droney.
it whack a real person that can die?
Yes.
Did it
Taylor
stand
was-
back up?
Kaylor
Its
looks
wings on
pretty.
Ebenezer.
Yeah, it's
Kaylor
it's
looks
enough.
pretty juicy.
Fuck.
Just in general.
Fucking-
Unrelated.
Now that you mention it.
2 claw attacks. The first one is a 19. Well, that's just on the die. What does it add?
22.
Are you hitting the dragon?
That's a 27.
Are you hitting the dragon?
Yes.
Yes. that
Oh,
hits.
yes. Yes, I am.
That does hit.
Followed by an 18.
That does not hit.
These are hard to beat. Okay. It will do
1 damage.
an amount of damage that exists
Right there.
here.
What AC does your dragon have?
19 right now.
That's impressive.
It is going to do
That's a really good
17
summon.
points of slashing damage.
Yeah. Be a shame
Did
if
you
it
say
took
17?
39 damage.
17.
It dies.
Sorry, Dad.
Incredible.
It dissipates anyway.
Foster takes a
Back to
sigh of relief.
a room.
In that case, a mandible attack will come towards Maeve. For
R.I.P.
18?
Dragoni.
For what?
18? Does 18 hit?
That's exactly, yeah.
Yeah. The tides are turning. They're not. They're not doing
Bring it.
That's good. That's less good, but still good. That's quite bad. You're going to take 20 points of slashing damage. Chomping.
It's
Sick.
so much.
Are you still good? You still up?
Yes.
All right. That's the end of its
No
turn.
worry.
I got
Brings
you.
us to Maeve.
Yay.
Retaliate. Retaliate.
I don't even have
Cast
any
Fireball on
Vesper.
Vesper.
I think that I will just.
Poke it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna do. I'm gonna do Thorn Whip. So this is also out of her little twig, just like her flame sword. And she.
Oh, yeah.
Foster, your stream is
Love
paused, by the way.
There's so many goddamn fucking buttons.
27 to hit.
Thank you.
That certainly is.
Let's go. And also, wow, I hate it here. And also, I get another 1d6
Plus your
because
D4.
of my key. But that's true. Good point. Thank you. That
Oh, wait.
helps a lot.
Was I supposed to use my fucking mark?
Can you on a fireball?
I fucking can. 2.
Incredible.
It just
for
says
a
damage.
total within this turn of 13. This thing looks like it wants to die, but is fighting for its life because it knows its baby is in the area.
That's sad.
That sucks, but
Get wrecked, motherly instincts.
Brings us to. Is anything else on your turn? Sorry.
Nah, I could bring up a guy again, but he might blow up. So I'll hold off.
Okay. Brings us to Alex.
Tis I. Here's
Thunderstorm.
what I'm going to do. I'm going to bonus action disengage this bitch.
Word.
Rogue is so
Going
good.
to go to my left, and as I'm that's not grabbing. As I am walking away, running away, I'm going to cast.
Walking.
I'm going to cast grease on this bitch.
Okay.
Difficult terrain.
Covers the ground in a 10-foot square center point on a point within range and turns into a difficult terrain. So I'm going to get max running speed before I cast that, since I'm only 30 speed and it's 60 range. So let me do the walking. Hide behind this tree. from the archery boys.
Good call.
And then I'm going to cast my grease on that bitch.
What do I have to do with grease? Is that a dex save?
When grease appears, each creature standing in the area must succeed on a dex save, which is 13. Or fall prone.
Okay.
And then
Channel all your negative energy into Foster's roll.
And if it enters or ends its turn there, it must also do another one or fall prone.
Okay, but she's in it currently, right?
Yes. She's in
what is the area of it again? I can tell you she passed. I already rolled it, but
okay.
because she'll probably have to move through it again.
Yeah, she's. I centered it on her just so I could.
And what's the area?
10 foot cube.
10.
Square. Sorry,
Okay.
not cube.
Same difference.
Okay. Fucking Alexandrite. Fucking instincts is like, I gotta get out of here. Moves, dips, greases, anything else.
I'm on a longbow.
Is grease a bonus action?
No, it's a spell. It's an action.
How do
I
you
get
have?
two. I have 2 attacks per action.
A spell counts.
Commit to
You
the
have
attack
to
action.
use the
to get
attack
two
action,
attacks.
and you get 2 attacks. If you longbow, you get 2 longbows, but if you do anything else, that's your action.
Okay, whatever.
You can action surge if you haven't already used
I
it.
already did it.
What did you use your action surge for?
Good bear.
It's like,
Eating a
get
berry.
the fuck out of the thing.
Survival.
Survival.
How
And then he
big is
dropped
that
it on me
circle?
again.
Huge.
The
Fucking
circle is a
gigantic.
20-foot radius of 40 feet across, but
Oof. And difficult terrain.
yeah.
I see.
Oof.
Hmm.
Ooh.
I didn't give Alex a lot of things because I did it very fast. So, I don't have most things that I'm supposed to have.
Power word kill is on there.
Yeah, I just casually just look at this lady and say, "You should die." I'm gonna look at. I'm gonna look at. I can't see the other maps, so I can't really.
You can see them for sure.
Well, I know I can see them. I can't see them where they're actively at on my screen.
Kind of like this with a bug in the middle.
Unless
Left to
Ebenezer
right?
moved, he should be right there.
Left to right, we're like in an arc in front of the monster. Ebenezer, me, Maeve, Vesper. Like all
Okay.
laid out in a circle.
I'm going to just be like, I need help.
And they
That's
can
kind of-
see the lady, right?
Yeah, lady would be in view.
Could you, by chance, like maybe let us switch to see the viewpoint of the other map since we could visually see it?
Yeah, that.
Just so,
What?
just
Yeah.
a quick peek so we could know what's going on.
I got it.
Briefly. Oh,
I
yeah.
got it.
Ooh,
I got it. I
genius,
got it. I
genius,
got it. I
genius.
got it.
We are all completely fucked right now.
This is
Okay.
true.
This is very long form.
Oh,
Yeah, it's on my second.
so
monitor.
that lady's very close to us.
What
Yes.
lady?
Oh, shit. Shit. Yeah, okay.
Certainly, like, within moving distance of Vesper.
Okay, that's fine.
If she wanted to, fuck somebody up a little bit.
Let me know when I'm okay to end my stream.
Yeah, you're good. Thank you.
You're good.
Everyone cool?
Yeah.
Vesper Maeve.
Now that I know that I'm in a lot more danger than I thought. Yes.
All right, we're good.
Okay.
Ren. Probably.
Sick. Clocking Alexandrite asking for help and watching 2 bozos fucking fall to the ground. Ren's gonna like cock his head around, see Alexandrite in trouble, and as fast as he can. I can easily make that. Oh yeah. I'll go 50 of my 60. Fly speed 50 feet, get next to Alexandrite, and as I get there, we described this as being like noon, right? Like it's middle of the day,
I knew.
late morning. I think we determined that last time.
Yeah,
Yes, we did.
It'd
We
be
did.
like probably afternoonish.
You described it as like 11, like just after breakfast finished at McDonald's. That was the exact quote.
Approximately then.
Sweet. So the sun's at like its peak, and Ren is going to take a single finger and channel divinity above his head, casting purifying flame on the gal, which will be a Constitution save of 17, disadvantage for undead.
Wow. Foster's typing "fuck you" in the direct
Fuck you.
messages to Zach right now.
I'm sorry. What am I doing?
Losing.
I'm casting purifying flame on the mercenary gal, which is DC 17 Constitution, disadvantage for undead.
Gotcha. She fails.
And as she fails, she takes 1d10 fire damage for 7 damage and is immediately ignited in flames while standing in this grease. And she is frightened of Ren, who is flying above her. And I would like to imagine this mental image of a knight that's flying in the air, finger above his head, with nothing but a sun's radiance emanating from behind him as his figure is just a blackened silhouette.
So sick.
Yes.
So
Incredible.
sick.
It is high noon.
I forgot about. I forgot about the inner.
A tumbleweed of middle fingers.
Crispifying and afraid.
So now she's on fire, right?
And she is ignited on top of grease.
Boom, roasted.
Got him.
Incredible.
The
Love that for me.
ignition on grease, I think, is 2. What is it? 2? Is it 2d6? 2d4?
Fucking.
I think it's 2d4.
Grease person.
2d4. 2d4. 2d4.
Let's get 2d4 from Greece.
Yes.
At Parker.
Oh, sorry.
You are Greece.
I'm clicking buttons. Beep boop beep. 7 damage. I don't know. 7.
7 more flame.
Alright.
And so the target will take a d10 at the start of their turn. And they can repeat that at the end of their turn.
Jesus. Oh my god.
And then do I want to do anything else? Channel div is an action, correct? Surely.
Depends on
Might depend on which one, yeah.
which action it is.
Then I will check.
A lot of them are.
It's an action, yeah. Makes sense.
Mine
Sure,
certainly
mark that.
are.
Yeah, I needed to make sure to mark it. And that is all I will do because I don't want to break concentration.
Okay. So, yeah. That's fucking intense.
She wearing sunscreen?
Not enough.
Apparently.
Okay. Ebenezer.
All right, I will 360 no scope ice knife. This bug.
Word.
What does it look like as Ebenezer casts the spell?
So like you know
The
how in video
360s
games when you like turn up your sensitivity a bunch and then like you jump and spin around and throw the knife. It looks just like that.
Oh, so we get a kill cam?
Just like
Fuck
a 3D CAD. Ebenezer stands up and just goes, whoop.
Yeah. You hit the tree and fucking Tanuki Mario in a wizard hat just.
It being just ice knife, nothing fancy. It's probably, honestly, Ebenezer's probably just gonna use his own sweat for the water and then just like craft it in front of his hands with his magic and.
That's pretty cool.
Like
just
Katara
throw
type
it
shit?
at the boy, yeah.
That's cool.
So he's gonna third level this.
Okay.
To
I think that's a roll to hit and a dex save.
Yes.
That's a 23.
That hits.
That'll hit.
Cool. The dex
Now-
save. Yes.
No, you sit up. We're good.
Yes.
Dex save for 11.
Surely.
Super fail against a spellcaster.
Sure.
Yes.
DC is
Yes.
15, I think.
It's 16.
Woo.
All right.
So-
Give me some diggity damage if you
so-
don't mind.
Yeah, but
It's
what damage?
1d10 piercing, so I'm gonna roll that.
On a level 3?
Yes, only one.
Mm.
It's the cold damage that it gets the extra dice. So that's 1 damage on the piercing, unfortunately.
Sick.
Okay.
But then I deal 3d6 ice damage. For 17.
That is
Not
fucking
the high
great.
damage.
Freaking, oh.
As this ice knife pierces into the pink underflesh of this beast, it cries out one more time as then the cold damage overtakes its insides and it freezes, finally losing consciousness and falling to death.
Let's go.
Heck yeah. Friggin' sweet.
Golf clap.
Anything else on your turn?
Lizard will like give like a like cheerful hop off of Ebenezer's shoulder back down.
And
in
Ebenezer's like, why did my
celebration.
vision just do that? That's weird.
And I think I'll run around this tree here, this way, to beside Kaelinor. Hey, Kaelinor! Who are those guys?
By the way, I'm hanging in the tree off
Oh,
my sword right now as you're talking to me. And
Can
I'm gonna
I-
look.
Kaelinor! Who are those guys?
I don't know, but they're not friendly.
You look over and I'm slamming one of the
Another one's just on fire.
boom, boom. Dead.
Okay, I'm gonna move. I can't see the map right now, and I know that Theo showed me, but I'm gonna step up to here, and hide behind these mushrooms, and because I can't do anything else on my turn, that'll be it.
All right. We got some boys. Does he get to roll to be unstunned, or is he
Nope.
just
Until the end of my next turn.
Can he hold F
Lovely, lovely.
I will not be paying respects to this man.
to give up?
So that guy doesn't do
Oh.
anything. This guy.
Shoot me, I'll say.
Shoot me.
This guy's gonna fucking shoot you
Do it.
twice.
Not the double tap, bro.
Okay, the first one hits by AC at least.
16 is my AC.
Yeah, roll an 18 on the die. For 7, are you? Please, at least tell me this is a key point that you have to expend for this.
It is.
Okay.
Wait. Well, to throw it back, it is, but I am gonna throw it right back at him.
Throw it back.
With his
You
ass.
can do that as a
Excellent.
reaction.
He's
I just
gonna
imagine Kid Fast start twerking because he's
Gonna
throwing
shoot
it
at me.
back.
shoot
Yeah,
me. I'm gonna throw it right back for 5 damage.
Fucking jabs him in the shoulder.
Again.
Fucking other
Oh,
shoulder this time.
I should have thought about that. Literally 6
these guys are
seconds
not
ago.
Too smart. Fucking. I think
Really, that's an action.
these 3 are going to leap from the tree and start
2 of them
retreating.
2 of them already did leap from the tree.
2 of them already leaped from the tree. The other guy is going to also leap from the tree, and they're going to start retreating to the southwest. So they will all just fucking
Get the
action.
fuck out of there.
dash action out this way. And then this lady is on fire and scared of Ren. Start of her turn, she can try to. What does she do?
End of a turn. Enters the area or ends its turn there must succeed in a dex throw.
That's great, but I mean the fire and the fear.
Oh,
Yeah. So
sorry.
the target takes 1d10 fire damage at the start of their turn.
Start of the turn. You want to roll me that damage?
For 10 damage,
Incredible.
Oh my god. Jesus.
and is frightened of me, and they can repeat the saving throw at the end of their turn.
Are they're re-frightened of you every time? I should read this. I wrote it, but I should read it.
So they aren't initially frightened, actually. So it says target set on fire will take 1d10 fire damage at the start of their turns and become frightened of you. So it seems like the initial fire doesn't frighten.
I should switch that to it reads weird, and I will fix it. But it is trying to imply that when they are ignited, they are feared, and then they will also take perpetual fire damage.
So is the frighten?
To the end of Ren's
So they
turn?
would be frightened.
They are
will take
frightened
fire
initially.
damage each turn.
Yes, but they're not re-frightened by every instance of fire damage.
Got it. So they would still be ignited even if they saved, but they wouldn't be frightened. Or would it drop the ignition too? Because once you're ignited, you typically have to take an action to
Stop, drop, and roll.
douse.
If they succeed, they aren't lit on fire, so they are then not frightened, I believe.
Right. If they save, they take half damage, nothing else. That's it.
Yeah.
Put done.
Right.
If they fail, they're immediately ignited, taking a d10 fire damage on the start of their turn,
Yes.
and they are frightened on the ignition.
On that initial ignition, yes.
And then
Nice.
at the start of their turn, they take damage, and at the end of their turn, they can, I imagine, save or re-save for the frighten. Like your NPC could become unfrightened at the end of the turn.
Yes, and I also need to clamp that up a little bit. To read properly. I thought I did such a good job, but there's so many holes here. Fucking yes. So 10 damage.
Am I breaking it?
No. We're on the right page. That's what it should be. You ignite, fear, take 10 damage at the start of the turn, and then at the end can roll to undo that. But it doesn't say anywhere at the end of the turn they can roll to do that. It should say that though. So no, you're doing it exactly as it is intended. So yeah, I mean, she's on fire. She's crispifying. She doesn't like being here. So how far can this go? Yeah, she is. Is there any flavor on this? You see a burst of fucking cockroaches swarm around her, enclosing, and then she is gone, out of vision at least.
Oh, none of us can see it. Can we roll for perception?
If you'd like, I will tell you she's out of vision.
Oh, okay, then I won't.
Was there an incantation of some sort?
There was a verbal component that you would recognize as Dimension Door, as her just get the fuck out of there.
Whoa.
Could I counterspell?
Fucking
No.
probably. Did he use a spell on your turn?
Oh fuck! I cast Thunderwave. That was the same. That's still the same turn, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. Never mind.
Can I
Sit down.
counterspell?
Do you have that?
No, but I have this
Uno
blue
reverse.
Uno card.
That's basically the same thing.
Can I counterspell with my fists?
She disappears in retreat. Which leaves
me,
only in the
me.
area this guy who's mostly dead.
Yep.
And this other guy who's half dead.
Sick.
I am going to, in fact, end initiative here. Because there are only two things that are even slightly threatening. One is going to be scared shitless, and the other one literally cannot do anything. So we're going to end combat. Let me give you a little victory. Hold on.
Can we let Ebenezer kill this guy?
Whoa, no, I wouldn't kill him. What the?
I shoot this guy.
I was gonna be the big bad that hurt our good friend Alex within a literal centimeter of his life. I was gonna
You
start
still
my.
can. You still
Okay,
absolutely
cool.
can.
I was gonna save Foster. I was gonna roll for damage, and if I crit, I was gonna crush his esophagus. But
Jesus.
since we're not in damage, I'm just gonna beat the fuck out of him until he's unconscious.
Word.
Invincible style.
While this is happening, Alex is gonna go off to the over here. If you still have the thing open, and
Okay.
she's gonna fucking throw up. I was not
That's
ready for
fair.
this. What the fuck is going on? Oh my god.
The commander guy is being pummeled
actively.
beyond recognition. How does everybody? Umber Hulk is down. Seemingly no other babies coming out. And there's one other guy who's got two arrows in him and is fucking watching his boss be beat to death. How do you all interact with this situation?
As Renda sends, he wants to Eldritch Blast this guy as many times as it takes to kill the minion.
Okay.
Just a slow
You don't
descent.
want to talk and or understand who these people are at all or
I was gonna
anything?
say, did we not think to?
Would love to do that,
Maybe too
actually.
loud.
Ebenezer would be in shock of the bloodlust of his friends on this group of random
only-
strangers. So he
There's
would not
only
say
the one that
anything.
talked.
The only one that has talked.
Correct.
The other one's stupid. I told him to shoot me, and he shot
But the
me.
one who has talked is getting beat to death actively.
I'm not killing him. A centimeter of his life.
Hey, Kinfat, whatever you do, don't crush his esophagus.
I'm like, I'll stop like this far away from his throat, and I'm like, good call. And I'll like wipe off my fists and look at the other guy. I'll say, run.
He will start running as he gets Eldritch blasted in the back multiple times until he dies.
I'd like to
Jesus
pick up this guy by like the
fucking
scruff of
Christ.
his collar and bring him over to the group and throw him on the ground. This one tried to kill Alex.
He is definitely fully unconscious right now.
I'm gonna look at the team. Good job with the bug. I want to know who this guy is. And if nobody stops me, I'm gonna force feed a good berry to him.
Where did they start running to, and where is that from where we are?
They were running generally away from you, so they ran southwest. You wouldn't have seen where they gone out of once they got out of vision.
Where are we on the map?
Yeah, like can you
Like the grand
list-
scale of map? You are. Let me give you an exact kind of pinpoint location here.
Gotta look at it. Hold on.
You are just to the west. You know what? I would say you're actually just to the north of Cernel, just to the east of Andover. So despite these two being essentially neighbored burrowed cities, there's a small forest between them, and that is where you find yourself.
Excellent.
There's just for flavor here. There's like you know when a dog gets mud on it, how it's not covered in mud, but the mud is, and then it gets wet, like the mud is sticking up on the fur of the dog. That's what's happening with this dude's blood on Kinfath right now. He's like soaked in this guy's
Ooh.
blood.
Ebenezer
Angry.
is gonna go the other way to the bug to kind of check out its body, see up close what this thing. Taking it up close.
I'm also gonna let Ren do the interrogation of the almost dead man and worry about the bug.
I'll be the muscle for the
Alex
interrogation.
is still throwing up.
I will apologize to Maeve for fucking broiling her.
Every time.
She will say it's okay. I guess
My bad, G.
it's okay.
Is Kaelinor
Uh,
close to the body with Ebenezer?
Yeah, you two walk up to the bug.
I'm gonna pull out my sword and like you're gonna see Ebenezer pull out his sword and like line up with the pincer we need.
Hold on.
This is what we need, isn't it?
Correct, which is why I do not want you to do that. Would you like to recall what that sword does when you impale a creature with it?
Oh yeah, well, I mean it's dead. Does it activate on a dead thing? Now I want
I
to.
would rather not explode the part that I need from this creature. So
Okay,
please do not.
I'll do my science back here on the leg.
Actually, Foster, I was curious if I would have, in my research of this creature, known of any elements or pieces of it or, bodily parts that it might have that might be useful to my alchemical or plant-interested friends.
Can I make weed out of it?
Its eyes would certainly be good for alchemical use.
Ooh,
They were
can I have an eye?
disintegrated.
That's a whole fact. That's,
They were straight up
that's,
disintegrated.
that's
Or were they disintegrated?
it was blight, which does by definition disintegrate.
Yeah.
Disintegrate.
Big
Disintegrates.
Sorry.
I'm gonna tell Ebenezer to try to get the eyes out anyway.
I'm gonna use my sword.
I actually,
You
don't.
could, you could probably get eye dust.
Eye dust.
You
mean, it's
grind
like
up the
mush
eyes
in there,
anyways, right?
Eye dust.
Newest thing from Apple.
You can collect a vial of eye dust if you like.
I'll collect 2 vials, given 1 per eye, and Kaelinor is gonna be doing his thing.
Yes,
Sure.
I
You
would
can
like
have more than was offered to you.
I'm gonna try and cut off those
Kaelinor.
mandibles.
Give me a sleight of hand check to remove them without breaking them.
Sleight of hand. Oof.
Relatively good at sleight of
10?
hand.
Guidance.
I'm not there.
Let's
Fuck.
see.
You could have asked.
I could
Yeah.
have.
With you hear a little bit of a cracking, like within the where it would be inside the gums, if you will, of this thing's face, but the majority of it comes out unscathed.
Okay, I have like a little cloth. I'm gonna kind of wrap it up a little bit and bundle it up and put it in my chest of bag of holding science thing.
Okay.
I'd also, if possible, while we're here, I want to get like one or two of the like plates of its like armor, like body armor, just to kind of have and look at and check out.
Sure.
I
would
can
say
help with that
there's-
too if that's going to be a check.
There's a decent chunk of it that was already knocked off by somebody at some point. So yeah, you can take like it's a solid, like, fucking refrigerator door sized piece.
Holy fuck!
Sure. Big old.
Bro, how do we carry that?
I can.
I'm gonna put it in my thing. That
Does it
distorts
fit?
time space.
You
Can it
you
fit?
told me
I
I
don't-
couldn't put a boat in the bag.
I
You said
don't
that.
think it would fit.
I'm on a different side of this equation right now.
I could carry it. I could carry it.
Well, I don't want to carry it all the way back. We're probably gonna go to.
We
a-
could replace
other-
Ren's shield.
With the gloves that Ebenezer has, I could carry it easily, actually.
Well, could I just take my?
Assuming it's not 560 pounds, I think is what I said.
I'm sure it's. Could I break it up with a pickaxe and like still have it be like? I mean, it'd still be like hard plates. I would use it for smaller things than fridge door sized anyway if I was gonna use it.
Yeah, I suppose.
Okay, I'm gonna break it up.
Can I have the other thing?
Which other mandible?
Mm-hmm.
What do you want it for?
I'm gonna make weed out of it. I don't fucking know.
Sick. It'd be such a cool pipe, dude.
Can I use it as a weapon?
I was hopeful to use the leftovers for potentially other projects or things.
There's a
down the road.
whole extra one that you didn't take yet.
Only 2
I
men.
thought I was getting both.
Technically, a mandibles is one piece.
Oh,
You didn't.
So what I need is the pair of mandibles.
Well, you
Like-
really only need one half, but mandibles generally within the structure of a bug are one big thing.
Like this.
So do I need?
So you would have taken it all. I mean, you can
Okay.
divvy up whatever you don't need once you're back there, but you have the whole
Okay.
set.
It's fair.
Okay, you have that. There's a man.
Before we
Gonna
interrogate
be-
him,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna put my staff across his chest and arms, and my immovable rod across his shins, so that he can't
Jesus
move.
Christ.
That's a
That
very
would
good
be
idea.
so uncomfy. That'd be
Wow.
awful.
Before
Wow.
he even wakes up, assuming you're giving him this good berry,
I'm switching
Um,
Berry to one lay on hands.
And I'm gonna turn to Ren before he does that. I'm gonna go. What if he casts one of those freaky spells that makes him teleport away? Do I break his esophagus?
Your wizards are
We need him
standing
to
over there.
We need him to
carving
speak.
out
Message
parts of a bug.
exists. Out of character message exists.
We should let this person speak.
Yeah, I'm good. Just let it happen.
We have
Okay.
counter spells if we're sitting here,
Fair enough.
just fucking chilling.
Okay.
Can I
then-
cast light on the inside of his eyelids though? Before we wake him up, just like peacefully, like lay down and close his eyes, and they just boom.
yes, you can.
Okay, I do that.
Blind him.
Fucking evil.
Blind him.
But yes.
My team is psycho, dude. Freaking.
Maybe.
They hurt my
Assuming
friend.
I'm over there by this, can we see the thing on this person too? Is it on all of them? The like.
You can't.
symbol?
Well, It would certainly be flat against the ground and not visible. But if anybody had looked at him beforehand, you would have seen it. Yes.
Here's the thing.
Okay. I would have been like, hey, did all of them have that? To the people that were fighting.
The what? The mark?
Just, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll start drawing it in her book. That's all.
Word. Before he wakes up, I need Kaelinor, Ebenezer, Vesper, and Maeve to make me history checks, please.
Ooh.
Okay.
Just... Ooh. 14.
9. What kind of history?
21.
Let's go, Ebenezer.
13.
That guy's
Seen it
historic.
all.
He has
So-
seen it all.
That's a prehistoric check.
Vesper does not recall the part of his life where this may be relevant. But the rest of you remember reading about this town of Andover being under sort of a spiteful rule by a man known as the Cockroach King. And before you even investigate this man, having seen so many cockroaches here and being so close, you get a solid idea that this may be who you're dealing with.
The Cockroach King?
The Cockroach King.
Oh, by
Who lives on
Hoffman?
Drury Lane?
That's crazy. This guy's
does look
way
like it.
cooler than I gave him credit for.
This pinata actually had a really good backstory.
So true.
Pinata.
Lay on hands happens and he awakens entirely trapped, or this man awakens entirely trapped. Yes.
Just to speed this along, I would have certainly probably conveyed that to those that were about to be interrogating.
Word. Yeah.
So you guys are aware of that fact.
Are just to clarify before this guy does cast a spell, are we still over there cutting pieces off of an Umber Hulk when this happens, or are we all together for this?
I'm gonna assume you finished and came in and joined.
Okay.
Alex is still puking.
Understandable.
What is? Yes. He wakes up to all of you and just goes, taking me down won't stop him. Now they're coming for you all. Just first thing he says, no context.
Didn't really seem like it was coming for us. Seemed kind of pointed at her, as I'll point my head towards.
He kind of looks over his shoulder into the distance at Alexandra. Goes, well, she seems to be mighty valuable.
His eyes are still glowing.
I can't fucking see.
That's true. I probably should have not visual cued.
Didn't want him to know who we were.
Yeah. Wait. She seems mighty valuable is the last thing said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. To who?
To the king. To the man himself.
King, and I'll kind of look up. Oh, the cockroach guy or whatever, right?
The cockroach guy or whatever, yeah.
Right. So, how many more are there, are you?
Under his command? Well, just about the whole city and over.
And you sent 5?
You could say we underestimated you.
I mean, 2 of you jumped out of fucking trees.
They didn't send me the brightest batch.
What does that make you?
It makes me the smartest of them.
And it kind of seems like your king sent you out like fodder.
My so-called king is king by his name alone. My so-called king has me under his thumb as he does the rest of the city. Fodder I may be.
Who was it that dimension doorway?
Her name's Lysander.
And she is.
In charge of land-based trade round here. A lieutenant, if you will, the king, as myself.
So you're all the way out here, and I guess I'm trying to wrap my head around this. You're all the way out here, antagonizing us, but you're still under his thumb. Does that have to do with that mark there?
Sorry, the lady who left is Octavia, not Lysander.
Okay.
Just for notes.
Octavia?
Octavia, yes.
What's this guy's name? Did we ask him that already?
Hey, what's your
I don't
name,
think so.
bud?
Lysander.
That's what I fucking thought.
Lysander.
There you go.
Lysander. Yeah. Sorry, what were you saying?
So I did a whole thing about like try to help me understand. You're all the way out here antagonizing us, and yet you're still under the king's thumb. Why is that? Does it have to do with that mark?
Mark's just a brand showing we are his property. That ain't the reason I'm here. My loved ones are the reason I'm here.
Oh,
Whoops.
gotcha. So this guy here, as I point to the one that I just shot in the back.
You still can't see.
You're right. You're right. So your buddy over here, who's lying face down in the dirt, was out here for the same reason?
A man was either scared for his life, scared for someone he loves, or in a great deal of debt.
Ah. That sucks. What's to stop you from not going back? I mean, just the whole hostage situation.
I don't show up there within a couple hours. My 3 kids all die.
Oh,
And do you have to come back with something, or can you have failed?
Better I failed and come back than have deserted.
I say we let him go. What do you guys think?
Is that other person dead?
yes.
Oh yeah, they're all hella dead.
I think only one of theirs.
Yeah, just
Actually,
that
that's
one guy is
okay.
actually hella dead.
Oh yeah, that's right. The
There's
rest of them
only
all
one.
left, yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I'm just voicing, like, maybe we let him go.
Kinfath will wait for the group's response before he says or does anything.
I would much prefer we do not kill this man.
You're all showing me mercy.
As he's oh, you keep going, sorry.
After what we done.
I'm gonna reach down and put my hand around his neck. Not squeezing, not choking, just gonna put it around his neck. And I'm gonna say, if we find out that this 3 kids thing is a sham, and I ever see you again,
I'll drop light so he can look Ginpath in the eyes after that.
I will not be so merciful.
Give me an intimidation check.
I'm
Do
not
it with
good at
advantage.
it. I'm not okay. I'm still not good at intimidation, just so you know. 11.
He nods in understanding, but he goes, "What are y'all doing out here in these parts anyhow?
Killing
People don't like to come between the cult and the Badlands very often."
I removed my hand, by the way.
We were actually just out here for this bug.
Y'all took down that Umbra hole.
Yeah, no, thanks to you.
Hey, I get it, but those things eat people. Frequently. They are not. Look, I am in no position to ask anything, y'all. But my city, my home is struggling, suffocating, and starving. A group of people powerful as y'all might be able to help us. I can't offer much myself if you're willing, but the king is a curator of magical accoutrement and gold aplenty.
I like gold.
We are good
I
at
like
killing
magical-
bugs.
Would Lysander agree with your request for us to come liberate?
I'm Lysander. I said it wrong the first time. I was confused after
Oh, I'm
being beaten
sorry.
senseless.
I looked
My
at
bad.
the wrong note in my book. I'm sorry. Octavia.
Octavia is not the kindest of folk. But she's not there by her own volition either. I can't promise all of the Cockroach King's men are gonna let you go through easy, but I mean, if he can be killed, hell, that'd make a hell of a difference. You'd find some allies in all of us.
What keeps him in power?
Largely blackmail, money, strength, aplenty, and the fear for families, for lives. Not to mention he owns the docks, he owns our food supply, he owns the trade and all the farmers.
It's probably the whole cockroach thing too. Probably. It's
It
kind of
certainly don't hurt.
it's kind of weird and gross.
Fucking gross.
I have a question out of
Oh, go ahead then.
Foster. Passing the history check without above 20, do we know a time frame when he would have arrived at Andover? Like how
The
many
Cockroach King?
years? Yeah, has it been years? Has it been months?
He has been in power for probably a decade and 2 decades and 25 years. Why am I saying that like that? Like 25 years.
2 decades and a half.
Yeah.
A quarter century.
Oh god,
Could
I hate that.
Yeah, right. Could I, as we're having this conversation, kind of can the horizon in the direction those guys ran off to, and just kind of make sure that they're not like still like skulking around, look around, see if we see them.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
21.
You do not see them, and you're positive they've left.
Cool.
I don't have the map pulled up immediately. Is Andover in a time rift?
It's
Nope.
not.
Oh, no, it's not. Cool.
He looks up at you all and just says, again,
can only pray that y'all are kind-hearted enough to help, but if you decide to, there's one of his men on the inside who's not like the rest of them, named by Finnan the Fool. Find him, and he'll help you get through.
I'll bend down and pick up my immovable staff on the shins, and as I stand up, I'll bonus action Thor's hammer my staff back to my hand and help him up.
He stands and just goes. It looks over at Alexandrite in the distance. Tell the lady I humbly apologize.
One last thing. And I want to sucker punch him.
Okay.
That's got to be minimum 1 damage, right?
It's unarmed attack, unarmed strike, whatever. You have high strength, I'm sure.
It's only +2.
How much did
Only
you lay on hands
+2
on
to
Thor?
him.
1.
Yeah, he's about to die, dude.
Yeah, you lay on handed him for 1, so he will go down if you sucker punch him.
He's
I know.
unconscious though, right?
I know. He's. If it lands, I assume he'll go unconscious.
Yeah.
Spare the dying.
Roll a hit, but yeah,
20.
just
So it-
immediately out.
So one last thing.
Spare the
Sucker
dying.
punch. And then I'm gonna 1 HP lay on hands.
This is mean.
He
You guys are being
Fucking-
brutal.
I think Morgan rubbed up on him for some reason.
Yeah, what is happening?
well,
He's in my
everybody else
place.
apparently had to make up for Morgan.
I guess.
He wakes up unconscious on the ground again, or from unconsciousness on the ground, and looks up at you and just like,
Okay, yeah, that's fair. I suppose I deserve that. Do I get to
No.
leave this?
I'm gonna help him up. Ebenezer's gonna help him up and start helping him in the direction that he needs to be going.
He walks off towards the north.
Um,
At some point, I will let
But,
go.
wait, hold
and-
on. Do you guys have other things you want to say to him?
I want to do something. I want to do something.
While he's here?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm gonna give him 5 gold pieces.
He is kind of unsure about it, but does eventually take them, like thinking this might be a trick of some sort.
Y'all really are good souls.
Some of us.
I'm gonna
Hey.
then do my help action for him and be apologetic about my teammates' rude behavior
We
and
didn't
send him
kill
on his
him.
way.
Rude behavior. He
So-
tried to kill Alex. What was Esther gonna do?
Dude,
What is-
literally, we punched him and then rezzed him
Good.
after beating him.
Good.
And he's
Best
water-
walking home to his family.
Can
Like-
I stand up from leaning over his other friend while this was happening, completely fucking covered in this guy's blood, and say, I think maybe we should use this guy to get in and fake be his prisoners.
Be my prisoner, sir.
Yes,
That guy.
this man, someone should put on his clothes.
I won't.
But-
fit.
Also, I now look hurt, and you have captured us. We could use this guy to get in and fuck him up from the inside, guys.
I don't
Um,
hate the idea, but
I could make somebody look like somebody else, and we have this guy's clothes.
one guy bringing back
2 guys.
7.
I could even be a 3rd guy, actually. If only
Alright,
Morgan
there's
were
Steve.
here. He's a guy.
I also imagine we'd be stripped of items.
Items that they can find. Good thing we have a fucking box.
Look, I'm certainly willing to do whatever y'all asking me at this point, but I mean, some of y'all took a bit of a beating there. You don't want to rest up.
Yeah, we would need to rest at least for a second and then look injured.
Okay. Well, I'm supposed to meet back in a couple hours. It seems like y'all are gonna need a little more resting time than that.
We might be okay.
I'd like it.
Well, then fuck that plan.
I mean, I can go report back and come out for another mission, meet you on the side of the city or something. But
That's an option. Maybe
mean,
with more dudes, so it
maybe
looks
I
more
can
impressive.
Send Finn into you instead. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I'm relatively on the inside, but Finnan is the pride and joy of the Cockroach King. His son, like, though Finnan don't like him quite the same.
All I'm saying is we could use this as an opportunity to blow it up from the inside, and then, we'd be chill.
Is there a gate or something in Andover that we could potentially meet at in like 8 to 12 hours?
Most cities just stilts and docks, but can meet you along the tree line or something.
Sounds like a plan.
Sure.
I'll bring the fool.
Okay, the safe word is, whoa, dude, nice cock.
So something like, whoa, dude, nice cock. Just
Yeah.
like that, just, all
Well,
right.
yeah.
Or should I say more excited like?
Well,
What would
make
that
it sound
like?
secret.
Well, it sounded like, whoa, dude, nice cock.
That's good. I like
Just
that.
like that.
Yeah.
Really
Felt more-
dialing up the excitement there, you
Mhm.
see.
Felt more satisfactory, but I
Yeah.
understand.
Well, I mean, I gave it my all. That's about how I speak.
I'm watching
Anyhow.
the sponsorships fly out the door.
All right, well, we'll meet you in the tree line in 8 to 12 hours then.
I'll see you then. He sort of nods and walks off.
Opportunity attack. No, he's good. He's
unload
good.
my entire chamber of revolver.
Double Tommy gun into this man's back.
The remaining
The
6
rest
fireballs.
of my lightning bolts. Yeah, it's exactly.
Lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt.
Okay, so sick.
You guys want to set up camp here in the woods?
I'd prefer to do it away from the Umber Hulk nest.
Mhm.
Agreed.
Yeah, can we like check the surrounding area for like a safe spot or like a?
Can
Yeah,
I
you can
dip some sticks in grease as a bonus action while we're here?
Yeah, for fire making.
Smart.
I think one of you guys can make a fire by magic.
Yes.
But yeah.
Is there a way that we can find a safe spot?
Yeah,
It's like a
roll me
survival
a
check.
group survival check.
Yeah. Do I have advantage on survival checks in these woods? For finding safe
Yes.
spots to
Yes, you
sleep?
do.
Evan,
I
these
got
are geezer.
I got a
What?
nat 20.
What the fuck?
I got 2 10s, which equals 20.
Alex is gonna come back and go. So, we just let him go. What's happening?
He's an indentured servant to a tyrant, it would seem.
We're gonna sneak in and kill the big
Makes
cock
sense.
gang.
I know what that's like.
Anyway,
Yeah,
there's
don't let
trauma
them
that we can unpack over at a campfire later. I got these sticks. Ebenezer knows where we should sleep.
Ebenezer, for whatever reason, is able to find the perfect spot. Just
Nice.
far enough away from Umber Hulks that the crackling of the fire won't wake anything up, and you're able to set up camp. Takes maybe an hour or so to set everything up and put out bed rolls and get food, and sun's
Al-
looking about 3 o'clock. But Go ahead.
Alex does prestidigitation ground for the fireplace.
gotcha.
I light a small fire. She's
I
gonna
put
lay
grease
down.
sticks in it.
Goes up, and you're all take a moment here around the fire to kind of catch your breath after everything that just happened.
What do you all say to each other in this moment?
I passed the weed.
I'll take a gigantic rip.
Can I roll the
bugbear-sized
thing?
rip.
You
Ebenezer-
may, yeah.
What's the thing?
Just roll a d20.
Fuck. 7.
It's
It's fucking ass.
You guys. I'll pass it along. You guys saw a side of me today that the monks and myself have worked towards burying. But you all are my friends, my family, away from family. And the intensity of which I fought today is the level of intensity that my family deserves.
Yeah, man.
As you finish saying that, there's a crackle of splitting space, and you see Zarafel just appear. Doesn't really quite look any of you in the eye, but just starts taking sticks and stoking the fire, and yeah, takes a hit, passes it back, and just like kind of like quietly just sits on a log and doesn't say anything.
Oh, who the fuck is this?
You've seen this guy before. He's been in the base, right?
I don't remember it. Just could
Yeah,
be like, my adrenaline is still pumping. I'm like, who the fuck is this?
Ebenezer's gonna pull out his book,
You
not
can't
be able to
read.
read it, and sigh, and put the book back.
There's like this conscious thought of like, I know I should be able to read it, but I just can't.
That will be an action I do.
Sure. What else?
Is-
What else?
Does anybody have anything? I did not pack very well.
What? Any what?
I think I did not pack.
Good berries, my guy.
Well,
You're
I-
technically satisfied for a full day.
Am I?
And I start fucking roasting them over the fire. I have at least 4. And whoever else has one is welcome to roast.
Oh yeah, I'll do it.
You might-
As described recently, good berries are one of the most decadent flavors possible.
In Alex's mind, she goes, "I've had better."
Maeve, I can't read right now. Would you be interested in wandering over there and maybe showing me a couple of druid stuff?
Couple of druid
Maybe.
stuff.
I mean, yeah, why can't you read right now?
I drank my potion
Oh,
and nothing happened until I went
And
to
you're
go read.
so
and-
you're sure that's what caused it?
Yes, or I'm going senile.
The dementia's finally setting in. Ebenezer, I hear this happen with humans your age.
Kinfath will put a hand on Ebenezer's back and say, I understand your trials.
Thank you, Kinfath.
But before you walk away, Zarafel is gonna kind of like, Eb, I know you were kind of an interest of Ashanti. Did she tell you anything useful?
She did. Yeah. She told me. Well, everybody knows. She told us that my dad used a genie, and did something horrible on accident, I guess. And that this genie's the last alive. We currently have people back at base doing some research for us on the matter. I don't have much of a lead.
I wish I had one for you. But yeah, that's awesome.
It's
what about the rest of you
something.
guys, I mean, you all wanted to visit. Did you get anything useful? Any other tidbits about life?
From the spider, that dude was full of shit. And kind of creepy. And probably dead now to a bunch of woodland animals or something.
I don't.
Say it again. You didn't broke up.
I don't believe that Ashanti is very
Still didn't get the last word.
Very what?
strong.
I can't see into the Fey realm, but what did she tell you that was creepy?
My dad's alive. Somewhere.
Out there somewhere?
That's what I heard. I didn't know my family before going to the monastery. And part of the reason why I'm even on this journey is to find them. And unfortunately, my mom is dead, but my father, Kravix, is still out there somewhere.
Kravix. You get a last name?
I know my last name, right? DM?
You know the name that was probably given to you.
Okay. I didn't get a last name. But mine is Tudrek.
Huh. Before I started this whole thing of hiding in space so that the world doesn't end, I had a lot of lives. A lot of long, good lives. I had friends and, went out. Had a social life. I know we all aren't super close or anything, but I hope you don't mind. I just needed someone to talk to. It gets kind of lonely between space. Anyway, I knew a guy, a coach, had I think he had a son named Kravix, but God, I don't know where he'd be now. I'll see what I can find.
Thank you.
What about the rest of you? You all step onto her web?
Most of us did, yeah.
What do you get?
Who are you looking at?
Vesper.
Oh, I was told that I died a bunch and that somebody I didn't know took an arrow for me and somebody I didn't know is alive and that some shoddy was going to whisper sweet nothings into my ear in the future. Oh, hey, just to feel, I don't know, maybe a little bit warmer. Could I have this man's make a charisma saving throw?
Yeah.
Does he have a stat sheet for that?
I
DC
think
15? I guess?
Truly, I made one. It's an important enough character. Could have sworn. There's a search bar, isn't there? Yeah. Huh.
Well, apparently I never made one, so I'll just make it flat for now. He fails.
Excellent. Zone of truth.
Hmm.
Around our whole campfire, I guess. So, if anybody wants to lie, you should make a saving throw and tell me if you fail, or otherwise you can fail on purpose. If you don't want to lie, I guess.
He looks around at it and goes, "Is this for me?"
It's for everybody. One of us very recently was nowhere near who the rest of us thought they were. Respectfully, if you know anything about us, I just kind of want to know.
I knew every intricate detail of what had been revealed to you up until you went to Kalpara 5 or 6 times. But anything you've learned since then is news to me. Which is why I want to learn, because if you die again, if this all restarts, I'd sure like to be able to warn you all more in the future.
Mm-hmm.
What
I was.
Go ahead.
I was in that circle. Eb's gonna get a little bit emotional, and he's gonna speak up. Kinfath and Ren, watching you two earlier with our now friend, I suppose, was hard to watch. I was bullied when I was real little. To the extent that supposedly my father sought a genie to wish it all away from me. And so, this violence that we do is hard for me. And is why you'll never see me act out in such a way. I don't expect anybody to change because of this story. I would recommend passion over nonsense violence.
Is that what this is? What is this? What is this bubble?
This is Zone of Truth, mechanically.
Yeah, I guess. Sorry, Ren is saying that. Knowing
Oh, this
that
is a
Vesper was the one
vibe
that
sphere.
cast it.
It's for vibes, man.
What is it? What does it do?
I think it keeps the vibes.
Mechanically, a creature knows how Zone of Truth is affecting them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. I guess.
I just want us to be on the same page because that one time Morgan wasn't Morgan and now Morgan's gone. And this guy, love him. Really cool, actually. I don't fucking know who that is. Also, there's a lot of life-changing stuff that was said by a random spider to us. I don't fucking know what that's about. I never told you guys, but I used to kind of kick it in these woods for a long-ass fucking time. That's where I learned the berry thing as I flip it over and they're fucking burnt on the other side. Oh, fuck. Well, that's where I learned the berry thing and how I survived out here for so long. Like, look, there's a tree right there. I knew that.
Some of you got big important news. You know, and no, Ebenezer. Not everyone gets kindness and compassion. I'm sorry that you didn't. Can't change that, but not everyone gets a warm fire and a pat on the back after they try and kill one of our friends. Kindness and compassion did not save. No. Ren's gonna stand up, stretch a second. How big is this sphere?
15 feet, 10 feet, something.
I imagine just about encompassing where
Yeah.
your log seats are.
Yeah.
Ren will start to move out, but won't go all the way out. He would stay in. And I think he would kind of just say, kindness and compassion didn't save my wife Lilith or my daughter Ophelia. I get what it's like, but I guess I get a little worked up when I see somebody that I love getting hurt. I'm not going to let that happen again. Not because of warm fuzzies.
Well, like I said, I don't expect anybody here to change.
If someone were to strike you down, Ebenezer, or anyone here, really, I would expect you all to fight with the same level of ferocity and as misused as the principle is vengeance. We only get to be in win once. And I happen to quite enjoy the company of you all. I've never known my family, but the idea of losing the one that I have, and I'll actually look back at Ren for a second, and then look back at the group. That's something that I'm not willing to have happen.
Ren will be slightly more emotional, I guess. I don't know how to play this out, but Ren will be like, he'll like turn around and say, "Hell yes, man. It's the only family I have at this point. And I'm not going to lose another person because I let myself slip for even 5 seconds."
Zerafel looks up at you, Ren, and says, "You said everyone else got life-changing stuff. He must have told you something."
You'd think, huh? That cruel bitch cut a deal. Got my web cut. Can't say a damn thing.
She offered you no insight?
Above the table, are you alluding to something that I'm not remembering as a player?
She told you a bit about your future.
Okay. So then back in character, I would say, no, man, the only thing I'm going off of so far is a weird voice and some fucking water telling me I need to go to Thonia.
Weird voices in water.
I don't know, man. We were in the trickster court. Who knows?
Oh. Those were... Just reminds me of
a long time ago, many cycles ago, before any of you ever came around, I made a trip and heard weird voices in Thonia. In a puddle of water.
Voice in unison?
Many voices.
Yeah, I know, but I think that was the beautiful one, by the way. Bren. Same water. Tree. Yeah.
Oh.
You know that. Yeah, I should have maybe. Now you know.
Yeah, now I know. And Ren will take a seat.
So you guys hear voices in your head too all the time? That's really reassuring. I was starting to think I was the only one. It's kind of... One of them's nice, one of them's mean to that guy over there. And I gestured to fucking Kaelinor. Well, that's good. I'm glad we all hear our voices in our head. All the time. That scare us.
Letting that kind of sink in for a second.
All the time, Vesper?
Well, define all the time.
You define all the time.
Oh, like the voices in my head? I hear those things
Yeah.
all the time, dude.
What?
Somebody else fucking take this.
Like, what? How often are you hearing these voices in your head? What do they say to you?
One of them says, "Chill out, bro. He's doing the thing. He's a fine guy. Don't kill Kaelinor." And the other one says, "I'm gonna eat him for lunch." Kinda, you know? Or like sometimes when I feel like, you know, not very positive about myself, you know, sometimes when I see my reflection in water, you know, it's like, damn, that guy, like, I can't really talk to people very easily. That one sounds like me, though.
You're doing a good job right now, Vesper.
Thank you.
And that's a zone of truth statement.
He believes that to be true.
Ren, in all your travels and reading so far about your past, has anyone brought up the words dark forest?
Sorry, I'm scrolling through notes. Control F Dark Forest is what I'm doing. I don't have anything about Dark Forest in my notes. So I think Ren, with his abysmal intelligence, might say no. Because I, as a player, can't confirm he would otherwise say anything else.
Maeve, you once said that there was a tree you were supposed to visit over there too, right?
Yeah.
I think I know where it is. It's a journey. It's a continent away, but I think I can take you there when we're ready.
Where's there?
Demonia?
There's that other continent we've talked about, Thonia. There's this woods, cursed and dark, and you walk in, you're afflicted by horrible, horrible nightmares, but if you can get through, oftentimes you find truths about yourself that you didn't realize were true, but there was a pond there, and much like the one you described, I heard voices in it. That is the beautiful one. I think that tree's in that forest somewhere.
Damn, dude, this is really bad timing. We're about to go break into a town and overthrow a king.
Yeah, I've been absolutely, and you should. I just figured you should know. I didn't even realize until now what that might be. Take your time. But when you're ready, I can help.
Sick.
Yeah, I've kept you guys all up long enough. Thanks for indulging me.
Hey, mm, what did we do differently this time? At Kalpara? Why are we still here this time?
That's a great question. I never went into the rifts. I couldn't. All I know is something's been different about you all this whole time. I mean, before it felt like you were drifting along on a linear trail from start to finish, and every time you turn left or right as crossroads happens, but the roads were already paved for you. This time, I don't know, it's like there's other forces at play. I don't know.
Maybe bad time, but who's soul to you?
Well, my cousin?
I think Ren would chuckle a little bit. Sorry, I meant personality, temper, history, and maybe futures. I don't know.
Yeah. Soul's... He hasn't always been on the right side of things. My other cousins have suffered at the hands of Soul, but I don't know. These days he's been real quiet, kind of just keeping to himself. I hear him from time to time trying to get in contact, and to be honest, I don't think he has much to do at the moment. His father, my uncle, is, for the time being, unable to be resurrected. That was his whole thing. Until a group of adventurers put that to rest. Nowadays, he's kind of idle. Why, who's he to you these days?
Yeah, it's not a patron's a warlock thing.
Deity?
A deity.
Deity.
Well, look, I mean, Soul's not all bad. He's the benefactor of light, of life, very well on Earth, on Terra. He doesn't like when things stay static for very long, but it's not always a bad thing. I mean, hell, this tyrant you're going off to fight has been in power for 25 years. Somebody's got to take him out. That's Soul's whole thing. burn away the old to make room for the new.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm gonna try not to get ambushed in the night. You all do your best too. Thanks. And vanishes.
Man, I knew that guy was a homie. That's my fucking guy.
Ebenezer's gonna take a few steps forward towards Ren. Ren, I'm sorry about your family. I think I can speak for everyone here that if something were to happen to any one of us, we'd all have our backs. What you did earlier to Lysander was bullying. Nothing else. We had him subdued. He told us he was doing what he was doing because of a tyrant, and you bullied him. I'm not going to hold any grudges, but I need to sleep somewhere a little more private tonight. And Ebenezer is going to take his bedroll away from camp.
And that's where we'll end this week's session.
Damn. When you exit the bubble, it like jiggles
DM, do we level up?
twice.
No.
Damn it.
Fuck! But he told me we would yesterday night.
No, I didn't.
Dang it. Guys, I tried to play the system, it didn't work.
We were in a zone of truth, so we know you lied right there.
No, I really did try to vouch for us, okay? I did.
Sick.
Before anything else, scheduling.